Welcome to a series of podcasts discussing series of films.
I'm Matt.
I'm Dave.
In a world inundated with prequels, sequels, spin-offs, and reboots, we ask the question,
Do we need one more? I think we do.
I think we don't. Okay, so as that theme was playing, some moment before us for the people listening, we decided that I was going to be the one to introduce this episode, and then I was trying to think of a bit to do to introduce the episode, and I couldn't realize I couldn't think what it would be, and then I looked at the two of you, and I realized that there is a Biff Tannen, hey McFly, both of you look up.
Like, hey, Vera. And then we're like, oh.
And I didn't think about that until we started the episode, so we couldn't rehearse it.
That's the pretty butthead moment there of you, Matt.
Yeah. I know, I am. I should make like a tree and get out of here.
Yeah. That's probably my favorite joke in the movie, I won't lie.
What I think is really...
that was ad-libbed.
Oh, yeah. I think it's an ad-lib, yeah.
No, it's
so.
ad-lib.
Yeah.
What I love about that is that the fake version, like the fuck up, which is the one in this movie, is somehow, I think, it's kind of more iconic than the actual correct phrase at this point.
Yeah.
Like if you said make like a tree and leave, people would be like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. But if you said make like a tree and get out of here, people would be like, all right, I get you. I get what's going on. Like I feel like it connects a little quicker just because of the impact of this movie.
Yeah.
Actually, I should ask, what is this movie, Dave?
Today we're watching Back to the Future.
Interesting. That's
a title that confuses some who are probably not watching the movie very well, but...
Well, I would only be confused if they, like you're telling me like there isn't like a scene where they like spell out the title. Like they tell me what the title means.
I don't know. I wasn't watching the movie, Matt.
I wasn't really either.
Wait, so you told me this isn't K-pop Demon Hunters?
No, it's not K-pop Demon Hunters. I'm really
I watched
sorry.
the wrong movie. I'm sorry.
It's
okay.
Great, though. But we should say, because people who are watching video have already seen him in here. People who are listening to audio have seen your name probably on the episode.
Yep. Don't panic. Not stranger danger. We know him.
We didn't go back in time.
Although if you look at my driver license photo,
that's the thing.
Same guy. Same guy.
We have a guest.
Yes.
Our first guest.
Yes.
Oh, am I the first?
Technically,
well,
yeah. I guess Dish is technically the first.
Yeah, I was about to say
you've
had Dish multiple times.
Dish really
the
short.
first. I'm sorry. Outside of our
really Dish works here.
Our 3 minute outside of our 3 minute a baby scenario. Connor is the first person that doesn't come to this room bi-weekly. That's on the podcast.
You're going to be once and I disappear.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're
Dish
totally
is like in the corner, like his hands fading.
Oh no!
Viewers are like, "Who's crying in the background?"
My whole life I've wanted to be one particular character in this movie, and never before did I think it would be the guy that goes "Scram, McFly." Like
There's the guy with the 3D glasses?
No,
that's the redhead guy.
It's
like
the redhead.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
But so our second guest.
There you go.
Dish stands up like, bring, Earth Angel, Earth Angel.
Second guest, new to the podcast, but not necessarily new to this channel. Do people know the history of it if you're watching on YouTube?
Yes.
We used to make short films and fan films and sketches and all this other stuff, or attempt to make sketches.
And he's the original host of the original podcast that you guys had.
That's true, which is now wiped off the face of the internet.
Not around. Don't look for it.
Does not exist. There. You'll never find it. It'll be on a special feature on a disc somewhere.
It will be, and then we will bury it in a time capsule and cover it with like runes so that people don't get to it. But
like cave drawings of the original.
Exactly. Yeah. Connor Vera.
Hello.
Thanks for being on the show, man.
Oh, thanks for having me, guys. It's great.
Thanks for popping on by and being a part of this. We obviously had talked for a while about wanting you to be on the show and be The first or second guest still in deliberation.
There's just an asterisk on it.
You're
New
both
Avengers,
the first
actually.
guest.
Yeah.
I guess this is my show.
I mean, he is the producer.
Yeah.
He's got this big red button. If he hits it, we all explode.
It's true. We're all recast.
Yeah.
But we sent you the schedule for the year of movies that jumped out to you.
Yeah.
Of movies you wanted to do, and this was your pick of the crop.
Absolutely.
You decided you want to do the Back to the Future.
Yeah.
So I think it's only fair to extend the question that we extend generally every week.
Okay.
Of what is your relationship to this movie? First, no pressure.
Okay.
To you.
Honestly, I feel like this was like one of the first movies that I watched when I was a kid where I was like, oh shoot, filmmaking is like an art form.
Yeah.
This like woke your brain up.
Yeah, a little bit. Like I also like I know this is like around Michael J. Fox during the time of like Family Ties.
Yeah, Family Ties.
Yeah.
I don't know
Filmed
why I
it
want to
back
say
to back.
Family Matters. Wrong thing.
It's okay. It's also a show.
Family
also
Feud?
a show.
Family show.
Family
yeah, sure.
Feud. Yeah. No,
Family
but I. He's just so charismatic. He's so
Yeah.
cool, skateboarding on the back of cars, all that type
Would
of stuff.
you say
so.
he's a little dude in shades?
Fuck.
Where's the coat? Show me the coat.
Oh shit! I didn't even think about that. Sorry.
No,
Continue.
you're good. No, legitimately though, speaking of little guy, like while watching it this time through, I was like, wow, he's a little guy.
He is a little guy.
Like
he
Jennifer
dreamy?
pulls him up onto the bench in one of the first scenes. I'm like, wow, he's short.
Dish
That
is
is a
showing us
king
him
right
in
there.
the
We'll
shade.
probably cut to
Gorgeous.
this photo.
Rock and roll, baby.
Rock and roll, baby.
But yeah, so this is kind of the first movie you said that really like kind of.
Oh, absolutely. I think when we first became friends and you're like, oh yeah, that's like one of my favorite movies, I was like, absolutely.
Yeah, it rules.
Yeah, I was like, this is a good friendship in the making.
That's true. That's true. And I mean, it was fertile ground.
Yeah.
I should say it was. We are here.
We are here now.
Discussing it. Dave, did you have a similar? I'm assuming this is somewhat
Probably
similar
no.
experience.
This was like one of my favorite movies growing up.
Yeah.
We watched it like all the time. I don't remember the first time I saw it. It's like Star Wars for me. I've
Oh,
never
yeah.
not seen it in my memories.
I feel that. I fucking hate this movie. Actually,
Really?
I rewatched it and I was like, you know, bad. No, I adore this movie.
You just got it.
Wait, what? Dish is like,
Dish
what
is over
the
here just
fuck?
getting the reference.
Call him a bastard. No, this is my favorite movie ever made. When I watched this movie when I was 5, and basically from that moment on,
You got the light preserver.
I literally did, yeah. And my dad looked at me and went, "Dork thinks he's gonna drown." Like,
You're in the bathtub, like
it's true.
Your dad waking up in the morning and be like, McFly!
He really did. Damn, fuck. Just opening. I'm like Ratatouille. No, but
imagine
this,
what would happen if you turned in your homework with my handwriting.
he's like, I get kicked out of school.
Definitely did that in reverse.
But
Reverse.
this is like one of the earliest movies I remember seeing. The actual thing that made me love filmmaking is actually I will save for next week's episode.
Okay.
Because it is more pertinent to next week. But this movie in particular is the movie that I've watched. I could not tell you how many times when I was rewatching it. I like obviously we rewatch all these movies, even movies we've seen, movie we haven't seen.
Yeah.
And I was like, do I need to watch this? Because
I kind of thought the same thing.
be like my codex. Like this is
Yeah.
like kind of genetically embedded in my brain.
Yeah.
But I would watch it again because I had it on my whole life. My senior graduation party, it was playing upstairs in the background.
Yeah.
Like just for people to like pop in and watch Back to the Future.
I have a core memory of us driving back from, I think it was either to or from Oregon for a film festival. And you were watching all 3 films back to back, no
Yes.
breaks.
I should say
You looked exhausted, but you were like having the best time just curled up in there.
Dude, so yeah, we should give a little bit of background. I won't credit the person who did this, but there is a person that has, because this whole trilogy, much like Evil Dead or something like that,
Yeah.
they take place one immediately after the other.
Wait, are you saying there's already another one of these?
I meant this movie twice. I rewatched this movie twice.
Yeah.
God, okay.
But it's a time loop movie.
I was having a panic attack. Like this felt like Santa Claus or something.
It's okay. It's okay.
Everyone's
Groundhog's
trying
Day.
to tell me he's like not real or something. They
But
can't trick me.
Laura, my girlfriend, gave me as a gift for my birthday, gave me a copy of the 3 films combined into one movie, which is like, it's like 5 hours and 45 minutes or something like that.
Best 5 hours and 45 minutes of your life.
It was. Well, we were driving back from Oregon, and I was like, I'm in the back of this car for like 12 hours.
Yeah.
Like we
Yeah.
got, and it was the way back, so everybody's exhausted, right? So we're not
Yeah.
chatting in anticipation,
Yeah.
kind of the way we were on the way up. So I was like, I'll fucking watch this. And so I watched them all. It is hilarious to watch the recast of Jennifer happen
Yeah.
in that context, because it feels like the timeline changed and Marty just is aware of every other change in the timeline except for the change of Jennifer.
In that edit, because it's seamless, right?
Yeah.
So like, do they choose to like switch it when he comes back and
Yeah.
they're doing the
When he
the
sees the
recap,
truck
or-
and everything like that,
Yeah.
like all that stuff, it's all oh my gosh, Elizabeth Shue.
Yeah, it's Olivia's
Uh,
shoe. They
it
They
all-
just Terrence Howard her.
Yeah, like literally, she's
She was
Claudia
like-
Wells
next
in like the
time.
first 2 scenes, and then becomes Elizabeth Shue at the end, and then remains
Crazy.
Elizabeth Shue for the rest of it. But yeah, I adore this movie. This is the movie that made me make just the art form of movies. I rewatch this when I'm feeling depressed or when I need to feel reinvigorated. Like
Mental health? What?
literally, this movie
They're like,
like
is Matt okay? I'm like, I don't know. He's watching Back to the Future, so that could mean like 11 different things.
we don't even live together, but it's like you lean into the door and you hear like wah, 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 and you're like he'll be fine in about 45
But
minutes.
you're like
give me a
the
sec.
kid in Santa Claus where he's got like the sleigh set up.
It's true.
You're like,
Well, when I was a kid, obviously we live in Southern California, and I would go to Universal Studios all the time. Hollywood, not Orlando, just to make it a little less confusing.
Orlando.
Nice.
I love you, Orlando.
But
Okay, that's it.
dude, one day we'll open the book.
Yeah. One
of
day.
Mormon.
humming those
and-
bars cost us $30,000.
It did.
Oh shit.
No, but I would go to the Back to the Future ride like all the time in Universal
Yeah.
Studios.
I'm so
Hollywood.
jealous of you that you got that experience. I wasn't taking the Universal till like I think high school.
It was so fucking cool. I got
Yeah, we missed it with Simpsons by the time we got there.
Yeah.
I'll rattle these stories off real quick. So one, I got a toy DeLorean, which I still have to this day. Actually,
Real quick, say
it's
that
in my room.
4 or 5 times fast.
Toy DeLorean, toy DeLorean, toy DeLorean, toy DeLorean, toy DeLorean.
Wow.
Okay.
That's the
why
second
we
time
paid
we've done that on this show.
That's why you get paid and I don't.
Dishes in the back. He's like, he gets paid.
I'm just Venmoing myself.
You're like, shakes your own.
I'm like, damn, dude, I have infinite money. I'm just sending $1 back and forth to myself. But talking about that ride going away and becoming The Simpsons, I remember in like 5th grade, I want to say, I was talking to friends about theme parks, and I talked about
Brag
the Back
about
to
an
the Future ride.
education. Okay.
I went to school and had friends, not to brag. But I was talking
All these
to
homeschooled kids are like, "Ugh."
yeah, like, I'm a fucking goddamn. I was talking with a friend at the time, and I was like, "Oh, you've never been on the Back to the Future ride?" And he said, "No, what is that?" I explained the whole concept of the ride, that like Doc has reproduced all these DeLoreans, and Biff from the 1950s comes in, steals one, and you have to chase Biff through time to catch him. And he was like, "That sounds fucking sick." We buy tickets. We go to Universal Studios with our parents. Like we're like, "Oh, let's do like a play. Like, go. That sounds like so much
Yeah.
fun."
Yeah.
I know the layout of Universal Studios Hollywood because I went there more than I went to Disneyland as a kid. And we're walking, and I'm like, okay, great. They used to have like a Doc Brown, I think like chicken sandwich shop or something like that. And it was immediately across from the ride. And so I was like, in 5th grade. So I'm like, 3'2". I'm a short person now. I was a shorter person then.
Were you wearing shades though?
I fucking wish. And it was sunny. I'm such an idiot. We were walking, and I go, okay. I'm like looking through the crowds of people. I go, okay, there's the restaurant. Okay, perfect. Which means the ride is, and I vividly remember pointing at the restaurant and pointing to where the ride would be and seeing the Simpsons ride and going, what? And literally the Back to the Future, like, da-da-da-da-da, like plays.
Dun, dun, dun.
Your
And I
friend
was
behind
like-
you was like, we're in danger.
He was like, where is it? And I was like, it's supposed to be right there. That's supposed to be the
Wow.
ride. And I had no knowledge that it was getting, changed. And we just went on the Simpsons ride. and it's a good ride, but it is the same.
Not the Back to the Future ride.
It's the same technology.
Yeah.
At least it was. I haven't been on it since then. Not out of
They're
spite.
like, this place
It's
sucks,
also on
I'm
its
out.
way out.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Fuck you. No, I'm kidding. I love The Simpsons. But yeah, I wanted to rattle that story out and get that out there because I've told it for years, and now that I've said it on air, I don't have to say it anymore.
It's now in there. It's history. now.
You're finally
history.
vindicated.
That's true. I've gotten you back, you sick Homer, you son of a bitch.
You sick bastard.
He's like, oh.
Yeah, exactly. He goes, no. But yeah, I mean, this movie, Back to the Future, is like my favorite franchise of all time. So I wonder who pitched it for this series.
It was me.
Dave?
It was
me.
Dave.
Yeah.
I think
about
we
right.
both actually equally.
I
looked
think
at
we were
each
both looking at it.
other.
And we were like, and I think that was the first one, and then we like it almost got pulled off the list. I think at one point, and we put it back in.
Yeah, because we were like, should we do it? Is it too early to do it? And it was like, oh, we should just do it.
This is definitely one of those ones where like I think is like a spoiler for our answer to this one, but like we're gonna do it anyway because we want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess we should probably just get into the movie. I suppose.
Sure. Yeah.
1985.
Yep.
The year that Ronald Reagan is in the midst of his presidency.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, I did want to say they don't necessarily say it. I know Reagan gets name dropped a couple times, but Hill Valley being shitty, I blame on Ronald Reagan.
Yeah. Apparently he
There's
loved this movie, which like isn't surprising, but like he like would quote it
He's
during
like,
like
"They said my
speeches.
name."
Yeah, well, apparently he in the White House they played the movie. He didn't know it was coming.
Yeah.
They play it and he laughs and he like tells them to like rewind it.
my
He was
God.
like, I want to
Fucking
watch it.
ass.
again.
He's like Kurt
Asshole.
Russell in Miracle. He's like again,
Yeah, literally, yeah.
again.
Ronald Reagan
Again.
was like, they brought. I mean, he gets a
It's
couple.
a deep cut.
It's a deep cut. We've done it
will-
a couple of times in the show though.
But I will say Reagan is a good. Like, this is the one I will give him a compliment in that in the context of Back to the Future,
Yeah.
him being president in the 80s
Yeah.
and
Really
an actor
works.
in the 50s
Really works.
is kind of perfect.
Can we
Yeah.
just talk about the opening to this movie with the clocks and everything, and then all the way up
Oh,
through
absolutely.
the speaker? A plus.
100%. What I think is great about it, like really great about it, is the way that they are able to characterize Doc Brown before you even meet him.
Yep.
In the sense that like the machine works.
Yeah.
It's a little janky, but it works. But because he's such a sporadic kind of undiagnosed ADHD like guy, because he's not there is chaos.
ADHD didn't exist
ensuing.
until
Yeah.
1998.
That's
Matt.
true. Ronald Reagan would be like, "What's that fucking made up acronym?"
Idiots.
It's like, you made that up. I don't like you.
Be like, "Why don't you just pull yourself up by your bootstraps and focus?" We are taking some shots at a
We're
guy
taking
that,
some shots.
He's still dead, and we're all thankful.
That's true. But yeah, that what I love about the machine is that it is functional
Yep.
but janky, and
Yeah.
because of Doc Brown, it is a mess.
Yeah.
Like I think that is such a great way to like establish the character before you even know you don't even really
Yeah.
know his name.
Yeah. You get a box of stolen plutonium.
Yes.
You get a news report saying there's stolen plutonium.
Yes.
You know what's really embarrassing though? Like, obviously, I was a child, so like, give me that credit there.
We won't.
But
We're gonna judge you.
We're gonna
that's
judge
fair.
You
I
were
did not pick
children
up
too.
on anything
You're
when
not
I was a kid. They were like, "Oh, there's stolen plutonium." I was like, "Don't know what that is."
All right.
And like, there was like,
Like, is that
it
like mac and cheese?
Drops down to the plutonium, and I'm like, "Cool, can't read that."
Fair.
Whatever. Cool. Keep rolling. Let's move. Marty comes in. I'm like, the movie
Like-
gets to begin. Awesome.
I will say, I'll also talk about kid stories. When I was a kid, when Marty yells "bastard," I wanted to be like Marty at all points in my life as a kid.
Your dad takes away
Yeah.
the Xbox
So-
and you're like, bastard!
Well, when we were watching the movie, because we had a car that had the DVD player in the back.
Right.
So I was watching Back to the
Not a
Future.
flux capacitor?
No, I told them to get the upgrade, and they were like, but we're never going to use it. And I was like, I'll use it. I will use it. I was a kid, again, I was like 8 or something, and we're watching the movie, and Marty comes out from behind the car, and my mom in the front seat of the car hears her 8-year-old son go, "Bastard!" like that. and she turned around and she went, "Never say that word." And I remember going, "Marty said it." And she went,
She looks back with like angry eyes, and then you like ran out of the car and did the dun 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 dun, dun, and you scurried away.
I was like, rock and roll. But no, honestly, fair. The plutonium
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
What is that as a kid?
They're
Yeah.
at Twin Pines, and I'm like,
You're like, what are trees?
oh, that thing. Nice.
Yeah. I also say, I mean, we obviously established like Doc's wealth. They talk about the Brown Mansion being
Yeah.
It is one of those we've talked about this like in the times that we've discussed this movie off air, that like this movie is like a perfect representation of how to do setup and payoff.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
It is
Everything is set up and then paid off, just like that. Like,
yes.
Like literally within the first 10 seconds, we get a nice little foreshadow to the little man hanging off of one of his clocks.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Brilliant.
there's a moment. We'll get to it when we get there. But there is a moment in the movie where it is paying off something it's set up, but then it's also at that same moment creating a new setup for a future payoff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I think this movie. I mean, we've all taken film classes and been to film
Yeah.
school. Not to brag.
But
But
brag about
education.
that education.
we
I
all
see there, Matt.
we all talked about Tarantino in a cubicle.
Yeah.
But I had a screenwriting teacher that was like, Back to the Future is one of the most perfect scripts ever written. If you want to know how to write, read Back to the
Yeah.
Future. That's one of the ones. And I think this movie, not to say it's not well directed, not to say it's not well acted, I think everything adds on top of it to
Yeah.
be perfect. Like, I think we're talking about Doc Brown, I guess, right now. Like, when it comes to Doc, like, Doc is an exposition machine.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
His whole bit is being like, that's what that means. Oh, so then, you know.
Heavy. There's that word again.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, that's nothing to do with it. But because, like, not to say that it's poorly written, but like that's the character's function within the story, and it showcases the importance of casting in that Christopher Lloyd is able to make that sing and make that feel non-expositional, even though he's directly
Yeah.
being like, this is how time travel works. These are the stakes of the movie. This is why your mom is in love with you and not your dad. Like, all
Yeah.
that stuff is all, it's just him rattling off what the audience needs to know.
Yeah.
Which
It's
I think,
really nice that you actually mentioned that, because while I was watching it the other day, at no point I was like, ah, yes, expedition. Like, it's so seamless, and it's
Expedition?
like, cool. Expedition. Yeah.
I mean, we are on an expedition of sorts.
we are on
through time.
sorts. You know what I mean? Yeah.
But no, I feel that it is.
Exposition.
Yeah, like you don't notice that stuff.
Yeah.
Which I think is such a brilliant thing. And Lloyd was not their first choice, which is funny. Their first choice was
was their
actually
first
John
choice?
Lithgow.
Oh, really?
Which-
Wow.
Would have also been very good.
That would have been pretty good.
But it is one of those things where it's like one of those ones where you hear like possible castings for Tony Stark or whatever, and you're like, yeah, that actor would do a good job, but like we have Robert Downey Jr. I'm not really interested in seeing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like where it's like Lithgow probably would have crushed it, but Christopher Lloyd is like,
Would have been as iconic.
that's a very good question. I don't know. I mean, he didn't get nominated for Best Supporting Actor. I think he probably should
Probably
have.
Probably,
kick its
yeah.
ass. Yeah.
It's unbelievable how good he is. I mean, how good everybody.
yeah.
The whole
in
cast
this
is a 10
movie.
out of 10.
Oh, yeah.
It's amazing.
I mean, I guess moving into, obviously we continue through the movie. Like you said, we introduce the coolest fucking kid in the world,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marty McFly.
Just the no. Yeah. All that speaker gag is like one of my favorite gags in all of cinema history.
It's such a good, and also that little guitar. I still want that thing. I can't even really
so
play
clean.
guitar anymore, but I want it.
Yeah.
Like,
The whole time he was like doing the dials up, he was like, "That's not safe, right?" And I'm like, "No."
No,
And then he was like,
absolutely
"Bam!"
not.
And he went right.
you were like, wait 5 seconds.
I was like,
and
three
you'll
is
Boy
see.
is about to
too.
rip a black hole.
It's. I mean, yeah, he gets shot into that bookcase.
Yeah.
The fact
rocketed.
that he's on. He's just totally fine with it.
It just
Yeah.
cuts, and it's that TikTok clip where there's just like a baby being thrown across the screen.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Oh, what?
But yeah, I mean, I think the intro of him is so like, the skateboard to the, I don't know. There's something about it where it's like you're not really learning anything necessarily. Like you don't even get to see Marty play guitar. It's not like you're learning that Marty plays guitar. It's just a cool intro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You assume he plays guitar, but you don't know how well he plays guitar.
Yes.
Um,
I would argue it's set up though for this what the city's like before he goes back, so you have like
Yeah.
point of reference for like when he's actually like going there.
To 1955.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Fair.
When he's doing the thing.
Um,
Maybe I should speak in complete sentences. That might
That's okay.
help.
Yeah, we'll clip it together. We edit this show. We can.
No, I'm gonna leave him in.
All right. Fair enough. But yeah, I
That
think
joke's not as funny if I don't.
Just dub over it.
I'm actually gonna double the length of the pauses too.
But yeah, I think that whole
All of
intro is like one of those things where it's like, this is one of the coolest movies you'll ever see. Like, I don't know what exactly it is about the intro. I think I think mainly The Power of Love being one of the greatest movie
Huey
songs
Lewis,
of all
absolutely.
time.
Huey Lewis in the news.
Yeah. And the news.
And the news.
That's true. I'm a big fan of Huey Lewis, and I suppose at times I am a fan of the news, depending on what the news pertains.
Fun fact: the first iPod Nano I had, that was one of 3 songs I had on there.
Fuck yeah, Power of Love. Did you have Back in Time?
No, just Power of Love.
Hey, that's okay.
The other two were Rick Roll.
Yeah, I think I had a song from I think one of them was a song from U2 by U2, and then the other was by the Vipers, and that was about it.
Sick.
Yeah,
You had the YouTube
Waiting for
album
the
that they
Weekend?
forced down.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was one of 5 that I had on mine.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you, Mom.
I do like the way that the movie hits into its rhythm. The second he goes, damn, I'm late for school, and he hits.
Yeah.
And the second he hits that, we go off into the song.
Such a vibe.
I also love the fact that Doc's house, I've never really noticed this outside of the fact, even though I've seen the movie like 200 times, is that like Doc's
go off.
house, thank you, not to brag again, I watch a lot of movies and
Matt's
have
a
very
little
little
cocky
social
today.
life.
Matt's like, I like a movie.
Yeah, I'm like, have you ever watched a movie? Imagine doing that several times a day. That's how I live my life.
Me with Morbius.
But so true. Did you guys hear who almost directed Morbius? Sorry to go off on a tangent.
Oh, I heard it was
Yes,
offered
wait.
too. I don't know. We should say
It was offered.
almost
Yeah,
got it.
almost
Yeah.
is fair. They offered Morbius to fucking Ari Aster.
Fucking nuts.
This by the time
Which-
this will be old news by the time this comes out.
yeah,
but
yeah,
like,
yeah.
what an insane.
Which I'm like,
bold
Ari Aster
move.
with a blank check. Okay, I'm interested.
I love that he had to
script.
think
Probably
about
not.
Well, that clip of him being like, what was that one called? Mobius?
Mobius?
And the guy interviewing him and goes, Morbius? Like, clicks.
He's like, I'm late for school.
He's literally like, oh, that's a scoop. Okay, I'm writing this down.
Breaking news.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
No, but I love that Doc's house at this point is like in like a plaza. Like I didn't notice there's like a 7-Eleven right next to it. There's
Yeah.
like a parking lot like directly in front of it that he's like sold off the land to just people, assuming to just like, build into more of his experiments.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this whole intro, like, I think what's really smart about it is like how quickly we like establish Hill Valley, obviously, like just the town square, the way we drive, we literally just drive through where like 35 to
Universal
40% of
backlot.
the movie's going to take place. Yeah, through the back lot. And then Marty waves to all the women in the jazzercise class, like he knows them?
Yeah.
Question mark.
This is absolutely
They're like a
normal. This is a
skateboard kid
daily
again.
event.
Yeah. I like that they're all like, oh, there's Marty again. And like the guy in the Mountain Dew truck turning around, he's just like, yeah, all right. Like,
Is that
Mountain Dew hat is
the
sick.
truck that he's like hanging off of?
yes.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
honestly,
That
that was
Mountain
like
Dew
one of
hat
the
is
coolest things for me as a kid where I'm like, yo, they see him on the back. They're chill with it. And
They're
he's
chill
like,
with it.
cool. That's just Marty, man.
I also did think just like hanging off the back of a car while skateboarding, I was like, that guy could do anything he wants. Fuck,
Yep.
that guy's cool as
That
shit.
guy wanted
Yeah.
to time travel. Probably could.
Probably could. I guess we'll never know.
Who knows?
But yeah, I mean, like all that stuff. Like Hill. Also, we should note Hill Valley is just a deeply funny name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is such a fucking Hill Valley. Like it's such like a.
Which one is it?
It's like City of Townsville. Like it is
Yeah.
like one
Yeah.
of those things where you're like, what? Don't be. You're being cheeky.
They change time. He comes back. It's like Raccoon City, and you're like, oh no.
Dude, that would be.
Don't get me
wonderful.
started.
I'll get you started.
But yeah, like obviously he's late for school. He shows up late to school. We meet Jennifer, who is not really much of a character.
Nope.
As much as I
Yeah.
love this movie and love this series, granted she's not a lead, but like she just doesn't have anything to do. And I think it's worse in the sequels
Yeah.
where they literally
Yeah.
bring her along to incapacitate her
Yeah.
and put her like on a porch.
They're like, we brought her. What do we do now? knock her out, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Well, in the that line in the sequel where he's like, "But why'd you bring Jennifer?" And he's like, "I don't know. She saw the time machine."
He's like, I panicked.
The writers be like,
Yeah. Well, obviously we'll get to the ending, but the writers did not know they were going to make a sequel, so the ending is just them being like, "That'd be a fun way to end the movie." And then
I
when
literally thought they knew. They were like, this is gonna fuck.
Well, that when they get the green light, literally Zemeckis and Gale, the two Bobs, look at each other and they go, "Fuck, we have to go to the future. There's no choice. Like we have written in the fact we have to go to the future. We don't. We had no aspiration to do that.
Yeah,
that's crazy. I always just thought that was in the plan.
A little bit easier to.
Yeah. It feels obviously, like it feels like it's such a clear, and I think on some of the DVDs it says like to be continued.
Yeah,
yeah. I think they did like a
retroactively,
like a Lucas cut kind of thing.
Yeah.
On our original DVD, it does say to be continued, but when I was watching on Disney Plus, I realized they took that out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably the original.
Which I think it's actually a better ending for this one without to be continued.
Yeah, I agree.
I think the to be continued of the next movie is unbelievably
Don't
great.
get ahead of yourself.
I'm sorry. But obviously
1 week at a time, Matt. 1 week at a time.
Yeah. Pace yourself.
But
you're gonna get a cramp.
it's okay. I'll
Don't go
travel back
swimming.
in time. I'll stretch. I'll make sure. But yeah, we kind of established this thing that Marty is apparently a slacker, at least to Strickland.
Yeah.
That he seems like a kid who's kind of laissez-faire.
That guy, what's that actor's name? Do you have it on the top of your head?
I don't have the top of my
Victor
head,
something or
but
something,
I
right?
can pull it up.
Evil bald man.
Yeah, exactly.
That guy's sole function in the 80s was to harass the lead.
Yeah.
He's in Top Gun just doing the same thing where he's like, you're
Oh
a
my
piece
god,
of shit.
that
I
is
hate
him.
you.
Holy shit.
Yeah, his name's James
He's
Tolkien.
like, you're a slacker, Tom Cruise. Also a little man in shades.
Also, just confirming, a slacker is someone who like doesn't put the work in, very lazy, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, every time he was doing that, not to get ahead of ourselves, but when he would do that to George, I was like, George is very clearly a very smart kid.
I always think that's bullshit. I totally
I was
agree
like,
with you.
Yeah.
what are we doing?
Yeah, it's like,
He's a
wait,
slacker because he doesn't.
I'm like, Marty, yeah,
Punch
he's
people in
definitely
the
a
teeth.
slacker. Yeah.
you actually might be right. That's a good. That Strickland
doesn't
is like,
stand up
why
for
don't you
himself?
just beat the shit out of the other
You should
kids?
fight back. Violence.
Yeah, I have in my notes. Strickland is an unbelievable character that he just berates
Yeah.
children
Yeah.
every day.
He's like, yes, that's who should be doing children's education.
But it does kind of work in that
Angry
I mean,
bald man.
Very realistic.
true. Well, it's like an '80s teen comedy too, so it's kind of the like I can't remember the name of the character, but the guy from Breakfast Club, like that. It's just
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
teen movies have teachers
He's like,
that
I'm
are,
gonna knock your dick in the dirt, and you're
Yeah.
like, what the hell?
that teacher should be fired.
He actually should.
Like yeah, that
It's the guy from Die Hard, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
He also plays basically that same.
Wait, which one?
He's the guy in Die Hard. He's like the police captain.
Is no,
Or is that a
I don't
police
think it
captain?
is. I think it might be a different dude.
Well, not in Back to the Future, but Breakfast Club. He's in Die Hard.
I gotta look this up again. Paul Gleason.
I think my
Oh, okay,
brain
he
broke.
isn't Die Hard.
Yeah, he's not in Back to the Future.
There's
but-
another guy I think that looks like Paul Gleason in one of the movies or something that I thought was him. I'm thinking of something else. Never mind.
You're like, that was Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah, true. I'm like, oh, what am I thinking? But yeah, I mean, this movie moves. Like we'll get to where the 30-minute mark is in the movie because I will wait to say what that is. I don't know if either of you clocked where the 30-minute and the midpoint are.
Probably.
I have it in my notes.
Why don't you just tell me in case?
I'll tell you when we get there, Nick. But that we're again. I'm kind of
Save the clock tower.
rattling this off. Well, we have the band first, actually.
That's true.
Pinheads?
Pinheads. What a good band name.
Amazing.
Good name.
It's really good. I
Do
honestly
you like Pinheads and the little dude in shades?
It's
And
true.
a great Huey Lewis cameo.
Yep.
Yes. I
Yeah.
honestly think kind of pivotal in a way, not to sound too hyperbolic, but like to the tone of the movie.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
like if you're watching this for the first time and you're 10 minutes into the movie, not to say it's not already establishing its tone, but to have Huey Lewis say, you guys are just too darn loud, like the cheekiness of that
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
is where you're like, okay, great. I kind of know the way the movie that this is operating, like
Yeah.
how we're taking this. Yeah, I think is great.
I also just want to note that I have a single note on my phone that just says, that is Stuart Little. Just putting that out there.
Okay, interesting you bring this up.
My God, you're right. It is
Yeah.
Because I did say
something I hadn't thought about in a good
I
25
got you.
years.
I got you.
in my notes, I have Marty McFly, maybe the definitive short king, and then I thought to myself, who would be second? And then I thought, it's probably then Stuart Little, who is also Michael J. Fox.
Doesn't he get shades in Stuart Little?
I'm sure he does.
It's
Dude,
Michael J.
you're
Fox.
fucked.
It's not
Yeah.
Tobey Maguire. Which animated movie Tobey Maguire
Boss
do?
Baby.
Yeah.
Well, no, there's
Wait.
a different one where he's like the voice. I'm pretty sure.
I was about to say, wasn't he in that movie with like the talking dogs? I was like, that was also Michael J. Fox.
Cats and Dogs?
Oh, you know what? No, Cats and Dogs is Tobey Maguire. I think.
No, which one was it with Shadow? He's
With Shadow.
Oh, you're thinking of Homeward Bound.
Homeward Bound,
Yeah, where
thank
he
you.
plays.
yeah.
What's the dogs? Bandit. Is it Bandit?
that movie made me cry.
I've never seen Homeward Bound.
Oh, you've never
Big
seen
fan.
I've never been bound. Nor homeward.
No Homeward?
No.
No Way Home, man.
I'm staying right here when this episode's over. I'm not moving.
Dave walks in here
Sorry,
later
it's,
tonight. And you have
he
the
plays
couch on top of
Chance.
you.
The dog's name is Chance. Shadow's the golden
Oh.
retriever, and Sally Fields is Sassy the cat.
It's Sally Field, Michael J. Fox, and who?
It is Don Amechi. How would you pronounce that?
I don't know.
Amici.
It might be Amici.
Ameche.
Shay.
But it's the guy from Cocoon.
Oh, okay. The movie that,
Among other things.
Robert Zemeckis almost directed instead of this at the time. He was offered Cocoon.
Really?
Wow.
Comes out the
Almost
same year.
did. No. That's not him.
But
Cocoon is Ron Howard.
Yes.
Who almost did Superman
Yeah.
4.
yes, and then does Cocoon. Yeah, that's right. We
Does
talked about this
Cocoon.
on an episode.
What a movie.
But yeah, so kind of getting back, like you said, Dave, we have the Save the Clock Tower bit. Marty, maybe don't check out other women in the middle of the conversation with Jennifer.
Kind of an asshole at the beginning of the movie. Like, it's very subtle, but I picked it up this time where I was like, he's kind of a jerk.
Yeah.
Well, he's kind of cool. I feel like he's pretty cool up until
Starts checking out the chicks.
the women walk by and he's like, yeah, if you put your money, you accomplish it. Like,
And she like clocks him too, and it was like, hey, buddy. And he's like, what?
she
Like,
does.
it's
And
like,
then she
bro.
writes, I love you. She's giving him too many passes.
No.
I know. She's making it
Drop
too
him
easy for him, I
immediately.
think.
He is a big red flag currently.
Very,
Yeah.
it's very nice of you, Jennifer, but I don't know if Marty, in that moment, deserves that.
Yeah.
But that's the power of love.
That's true. But yeah, I mean, the effect, again, exposition of like the crazy, not crazy, but the charitable towns.
The very
crazy.
persistent townsperson.
Yeah, persistent.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. Where like this whole like her just rattling off what happened and at
Yeah.
what point. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It feels again like I think people deem exposition as like
Expedition. Yeah.
expedition.
Yeah.
Well, if you were to take it, if you're writing your script,
Yeah.
and you embark on the expedition to spell out the exposition.
There you go, yeah.
Thank you.
Very good dissertation. In this.
Thank you. That is my thesis. I also flunked out of college. Thank you very much.
Nice.
But I do
Too busy
think,
watching the movies.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, "Did you do your homework?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I watched Scooby-Doo 2: Monsters Unleashed." I was a little preoccupied.
I did a double feature. It was that and Le Samurai.
Why haven't you guys done Scooby Doo yet?
It's
We're
a
saving it. We're
discussion.
saving
Okay.
it. It's in
It's
the box.
I'm saying it on camera now, so I'm gonna hold you to it.
We've brought up Scooby-Doo a couple times, so
Yeah.
Please.
it'll
for me.
happen. It will happen.
The answer's kind of obvious, so we didn't figure we'd waste everyone's time with that episode. No, I don't know.
I think we as a culture are pretty on board.
Oh yeah.
I think everyone's agreed that one is
But
overdue. But
Yes, back on topic.
I think exposition is generally kind of. I feel like
exposition, expedition, or dissertation.
exposition. That one,
Okay.
the one I just said, is I feel like people get a little scared of that word. Like
Dissertation. Yeah.
in terms of writing. Yeah, Dave sees dissertation. He goes, oh fuck!
I said it. I'm like stuck. I'm like, please tell me there's no dissertations nearby.
Like Dave, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I think it means he's afraid
It's
of
just
Santa
digital.
Claus.
It's not print. It's not print. It's not here. It's code. But no. But
Bible is spoken.
I think good. I think people get scared of using exposition. I think because of how it can be negatively utilized, or it can be kind of shoehorned in. I think this movie does a really good job in that. Generally, its exposition is relatively organic,
Yeah.
or at the very least, it's coming from a place where it is understood that like Doc is kind of they establish him well as a rambling lunatic, and I say that with love.
Yeah.
So when he is saying
He's the archetype.
yeah, like
We have whole other cartoons dedicated to being parodies of this, essentially.
well, a lot of this stuff that once this movie does it, I feel like no other movie can do it again.
No, he's like the
No.
definitive mad scientist.
Even the whole like, you know, who the hell is John F. Kennedy? Like all those moments of like what the like you're like, you know, the rerun joke, all that stuff is stuff that like it kind of becomes old hat after
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
It becomes less, you know, fun. It just becomes like,
There's
it's a
no
cliche.
redressing it after that. It's just
No,
like,
that's
no,
a good
you're
way to
just
put it.
doing Back to the Future at this point. You're just doing Doc Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny you brought up the rerun bit. I don't want to get too ahead of it, but we're actually entering into an era where the new generation also doesn't know what a rerun is.
Fair,
Yeah.
because like why who fucking needs it? Yeah.
Gosh, your little
They
sister
mean-
would be like, what's a VHS tape?
That's true. My sister did come up with a VHS and like it was like an ancient artifact. Was like, what's this?
And you're like,
Like,
it's like a laser disc. And she was like,
Yeah, exactly.
Like, there's a couple guys out back praying to a VHS tape.
I showed her a VHS and I said, "Do you know what a DVD is?" And she went, "Yeah, kind of." Was her answer.
and you're like, Blu-ray.
I was like,
Okay, so the Criterion Collection.
Don't get
It's
me
like
started
this
on
is a
floppy
Sony
disks.
Walkman, and her head exploded. But no, the exposition of the like they bake it in a way that they are able to kind of hey, look over here, not over here.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a good magic trick they're doing with everything.
Even though it's directly in your face.
It's right there.
Oh, yeah.
But when it comes up, like the flyer itself becomes such a perfect like they're giving you the exposition and then setting up the flyer as a great moment of payoff. Because
Yeah.
when she writes it on, like especially like it being a teen comedy, basically in a way, like,
Yeah.
or primarily in a sense, like writing the phone number on the thing, it's like yeah, like that kid is gonna like hold on to that shit for dear life.
Yeah.
Not to get ahead of ourselves, but when he brings that back out, when he's talking to past Doc,
Yes.
and he whips it out, he's like, "Oh, I got this girl back home. Like, I'm crazy about her. Like, look, like she's in love with me, Doc. Look at this." I know he's been like, "Oh, like this kid has like someone he cares for back home. Like he needs to get back." I'm sure that's like the thought process, but every time I watch it, he's like, "Get the fuck out of my face!" Like he was like, "Okay, she loves you, sure."
Like, oh, I get it. I'm single.
yeah.
One of my favorite
like,
bits,
"Sure."
because I think it's so strange that Doc asks when he goes, I can't be stuck in 1955. I gotta go back home. He goes, I got a girl. And without breathing, Doc goes, is she pretty?
He's like, details.
You should not be concerned with it.
Yeah,
But
popping back.
yes, popping back. So like that moment, and also they bring up again, Power of Love again when she's
Yeah.
like, you know, he sees the I love
good-
you, kisses
Yeah.
her.
Good drop.
Good riff.
I love the dad, just Jennifer, like that. I think it's such ADR. But yeah, I mean, by the time that movie hits, again, we're still not even 30 minutes into the movie.
No.
Nope.
And we've set up most of the character. We set
Yep.
up
We
Marty.
gotta meet the parents though.
That's the thing. We go and
Robert
we
De
see-
Niro?
That's true. He's like, you telling me you want to go back in time?
He was like, "You want to milk something? you want
put
to milk
your
some
mind
steaks?"
to it.
Owen Wilson's like, oh, Pops, you gotta change the oil. Wow.
That's pretty.
I built a gazebo out back for your wedding.
Actually, funny enough, Ben Stiller auditioned for Marty McFly.
Really?
Really?
There's an audition tape of him.
He's like, "Oh, look at
Do
me."
you think Jason
got a
Bateman
little
also
car."
auditioned?
I
Would he have
believe
been old enough yet?
Bateman did. Yeah, well, because he's
'Cause
Teen Wolf 2.
He's Teen Wolf 2. Yeah,
Teen Wolf 2 is
I
in
botched
also.
that. Yes.
Wow.
But
He's like,
yeah,
"Put that on
Not
the
they-
plaque.
TOO.
Put that up at your next
John
job."
Cryer also, I believe, auditioned for Marty McFly.
That makes sense,
There's
yeah.
a whole. They did an anniversary thing where they had like a
Jeez.
bunch of audition tapes of everybody.
Wow.
The obviously, famously, I guess we should touch on this just as we're talking about Marty McFly castings. Eric Stoltz.
Yeah. Poor
Please.
guy.
The Eric Stoltz trivia is like up there with Aragorn breaking his toe when he kicks the helmet. It's like that's like the
Yeah.
trivia everyone has for this movie.
Everybody knows that.
Actually, about Eric Stoltz, I got to see me and my wife were watching Grey's Anatomy, and he pops up briefly, and he's like a psychopath who needs like open heart surgery. I think I forget like the full
Oh, in the
context of
show.
episode. Yeah, in the show. Yeah. But no, like his he needs surgery, and they're all trying to figure out like, oh, like should we save a killer? But the entire time,
Oh,
I'm
I
like,
think I've
that
seen
is
that
Eric
episode.
Stoltz. Yeah.
I didn't
He's
realize that was Eric
haunting
Stoltz.
in that episode. Very good. But
Damn.
the entire time, I'm like, that was almost Marty McFly.
Well,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
there is apparently a story from the first table read, because the whole thing is that they wanted Michael J. Fox.
Right.
They
Yeah.
couldn't get him because of family ties. They shoot with Eric Stoltz for 5 weeks.
5 weeks? I
5
thought it was
weeks.
only like 2, which I thought was already like
There's
a
shoot
long
so much
with
week.
him
material.
For 5, apparently, like the back of him is in some of this movie. But they shoot with him for
I think
5
it's like
weeks.
one shot is what's left over from him.
I think you might be right. But to the reason I was talking about, because we talked about Jennifer, another casting, the woman, I can't remember the actress's name, who plays Jan on The Office, was Eric Stoltz's Jennifer.
Really?
So Michael J. Fox and Claudia Wells are both the first choices for Marty and Jennifer. Wow. And he's caught up with family ties, and she is gets a pilot that is going to go to air. So she has to drop out. They get Stoltz. They get Jan. I feel bad calling her by her character's name. They shoot with Stoltz for 5 weeks.
Yeah.
She doesn't really get to shoot a lot because they're shooting a lot of the 50s stuff. They look back. They do a cut of what they have. Zemeckis goes, "This isn't working." Like,
Yeah.
the story about Stoltz that kind of, I think, puts in context part of his performance. And they say that they have no ill will towards him. But when they did the first table read, the movie ends, they finish it up, and Stoltz goes up to Zemeckis and Gale, I'm assuming, and goes, "That movie is so sad." And they go, "What are you talking about?" Like, he gets the car. Like,
Yeah.
this is the era of Reagan.
gets,
He's
upgrade.
rewarded financially. He's
Financially.
fine.
He's now well off.
Yes. And Stoltz goes, he has come back to a time where there's this whole alternate history that he's never experienced. And this whole life, this whole childhood that he doesn't know anything about. And they went, "Okay, you're thinking about it like 5% too much."
Like, you're not wrong.
That it was
But
like
damn.
he was at a different
He was just
angle
like, this
with
is
Yeah.
like a cerebral, like thinky movie, and it's like, no, this is like a, like fun
He's
popcorn.
like, is this like
It's fun.
Flatliners? And they're like, nah.
That's a movie I want to talk about.
Also, Jan is Melora Hardin,
Thank you, Melora Hardin.
Oh.
So she
who
doesn't
is
get to shoot
hilarious
a lot.
in The Office.
She's so fucking good in The Office. But so she
snip, snap, snip, snap.
she doesn't get to shoot a lot. They decide to recast with Stoltz. They get Fox, and
Yeah.
then they go, "Oh, the woman that we have cast to be Marty's girlfriend is 6 inches taller than Michael J. Fox." They let her go.
Wow.
Which is a bummer. I think that's a silly reason to fire someone, frankly. But by the time they do that, the series that Claudia Wells had gotten picked up for has been canceled, and so she slides right back into Jennifer as the first choice, and then gets caught up with other stuff for the second one and has to be recast.
Wow.
That
So
is
there's
crazy.
technically 3 Jennifers.
Bum, bum, bum.
But yeah, I just think that's a crazy.
That's crazy. I didn't know she was up
That's
for that at all.
wild.
Yeah, she was cast.
That's crazy.
She was Jennifer.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel like it should go without. We can't talk about Back to the Future without talking
No,
about
we
Eric
can't.
Stoltz.
I mean, we were just talking about the Eric Stoltz thing. So
Yeah.
it's a classic story.
But yeah, so Marty and Jennifer, they move on, and we move into the rest of the cast.
Yeah, at
Um,
home.
At home, the rest
Yeah.
of the family. We need one more veteran. Mark McClure,
Yeah.
Jimmy Olsen himself.
What was the other thing? Oh, he's in Freaky Friday. Oh, we haven't got
He's
there.
in-
Yet. Oh no, like this episode.
Freaky Friday's out.
Freaky Friday's out. Yes.
It's out.
We've been doing some time traveling, guys.
I'm doing like no, like, tearing up the letter. It's the schedule.
I'm like, Matt, in the future.
Like the consequences could be disastrous. We could talk about this movie, or I could just reenact it.
We could, you're like Andy in Parks and Rec, where the TV goes out. He starts reenacting Roadhouse.
Yeah, it's me being like, throat, you can't eat. Like,
You can't
it's
eat.
just
You
such a
can't
good
eat.
joke.
Bad. Have you guys heard of a guy named John Rambo?
But so we go and we meet George McFly. We meet Lorraine.
Yep.
And we see that their life sucks? Question mark.
So okay, is Mama Bear, is she an alcoholic, or like is that
took a note
heavily
of that.
implied? Okay.
She
Yeah.
is drinking vodka on the rocks out of a juice glass. She's not doing
What's wrong with that, Matt?
super great.
No.
You know? Leah Thompson and Crispin Glover are when I was I don't know if you guys had this experience. When I was a kid, obviously it's a little different now, like with the way like 4K transfers, you can kind of see the makeup. I didn't even question the old age
The
makeup.
makeup work in this is phenomenal.
It's incredible.
This current watch, I was still like, "Where's the makeup?" Like, there's a few shots where the line's just right, where you can kind of pick it up.
Like on the neck, they have you
Yeah.
can see some of the
Yeah.
But like, same. I like looked it up, and I was shocked where it was like, "Oh, they were all relatively the same age."
Yeah,
while
they're all,
filming.
like, basically
which like obviously
75.
that is science that makes sense now. But like when I was a
Yeah.
kid, I was like, "What do you mean?
Yeah.
What does this mean?"
They all do it like they slide in like it really is a testament again to their performances that it's like Tom Wilson, maybe the
Yeah.
MVP of this entire series.
He's so
yeah.
great.
Is so perfect. Obviously, you have this whole, like what we've referenced it already. The like, I got to get it retyped. Could you imagine if I put my report in your handwriting? Like,
There's beer on my shirt. Who's gonna pay for that?
No, I literally. What was it? I have a note here that
what is
just
the
says,
fucking you wrecked my car and all you got from me is light beer? Like,
So what you looking at, butthead?
No,
Say
I have
your
a,
motherfucking butthead.
I have one note that just says "fuck Biff" and "fuck his cleaning bill."
yeah,
Yeah, and I was like,
100%.
"Oh my god."
And
We
like,
also take a moment to appreciate that Tom Wilson is the voice of that one guy in SpongeBob. It's like, "Welcome to the Salty Spittoon. How tough are you?"
dude, he's a few voices.
God.
on
He is. He's also the
SpongeBob.
Tattletale Strangler.
Yeah, he's in that show a lot. He's like one of their regular players.
Yeah, he's pretty comedically gifted.
100%. And also, I will say, look, I know that it has been very storied that Crispin Glover was quite difficult on this movie.
Yeah.
But god damn it if he is not
He's
unbelievable.
Dude, pretty incredible to
laugh
watch.
that he gives.
I have the same though.
No, literally.
The laugh is it's so fucking good. And like even the like what were you
Really good. Thanks.
the way when she goes, "What were you doing out there, George? Bird watching?" When he goes, "What, Lorraine?"
I wasn't peeping.
Completely caught.
I'm not a pervert. Everyone's like, "What?"
There is also, I will note, there's the brittle, right? It's like
Yeah.
peanut brittle that he's pouring into the bowl. I don't know if either of you know what that is, like what the reference is. So I don't know if they shot it or it's a deleted part of the movie where before that happens, that Marty watches as it's like in between the like cleaning bill and the dinner, that there's a knock on the door and it's like a dad with his kid. And it's like a Girl Scout cookie, Boy Scout popcorn kind of situation.
Yeah.
Where they're like, "Oh, our kid's selling brittle," and I said that we'd come to the McFly's because they'll buy the whole lot. And he's like, "Oh, I don't know. I have to play these cleaning bills." He's like, "Come on, George, you gonna let my kid down?" Like kind of a thing. And Marty watches his dad be like, "I'm just, I'm not good at confrontations," like all that stuff. And so he buys like a fuck ton of brittle, which is why when that dinner is happening, he like pours the whole thing into a bowl. Is that he's just he's like spent all this money being forced into this situation.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
And he's
Getting
eating
guilt
it now.
trip. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
That's what
a
that's
really
there for.
funny bit.
Yeah, and
I did
get,
not know that.
I get why you cut it. It's a bit
It's like it's
unnecessary.
It's a hat on a hat because they've already got Biff just mopping the floor with him, like verbally. So it's like you already we got to start getting into the time travel stuff, but
yeah,
still
Right.
a really funny bit.
it is. And again, like we're still not even 30 minutes in the movie when we're doing the whole. We explain the enchantment under the sea dance. Again, this works less so as the exposition, but the general like parent telling you the story you've heard 1,000 times.
Yep, how we met, when
Yeah.
we fell in love, all
Yeah.
that stuff.
Enchantment under the sea.
And it's really sad to watch Lorraine tell that story.
It's heartbreaking.
Where
Oh,
it
yeah.
is like this woman is recounting what is essentially the peak moment of her life up to this point. Like
Yeah.
the way she's like, "Your father kissed me for the first time that night." Like it's like you
It's like the single moment where he like had courage.
Yeah.
like this
And
is
then he couldn't find it our entire marriage.
yeah. Then it's like I mean, and obviously in this point there's the whole the Florence Nightingale thing that Doc brings up, right?
Yeah.
That they just fell in love for whatever reason and like they're bonded at this point, right? I
Yeah.
mean, it is that
Yeah.
kind of high school sweetheart thing, I think a little bit, like not to knock anybody who has high school sweethearts, but like as someone who is familiar with that situation, that it is like that, like you feel kind of bound to that person because you've gone through those moments in
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
life.
What
So
else
that
is
history
there at
together?
that point?
Yeah, this history. What else is
It's
there?
a real
Like,
Hunger Games thing.
a little bit. I don't know what that means, but
Katniss
yes.
chooses PETA because no.
But yeah, that it's just like they fell in love then, and they have been in love kind of for better or for worse ever since.
Yep.
And I mean that cut where
They've been in
she's-
love just as long as Uncle Joey's been in jail.
That's true. Like
Better
I
get
mean,
used to these bars, huh?
what an unbelievable thing to be like. Genetically, this person feels more comfortable behind bars.
He yearns for the cage.
He yearns for the cage. The kids yearn for the mines.
It's the Eric Andre, like, let me in, like just wanting to be in jail.
We need to make like a little edit of that for the social
Better
media.
get used to these bars, kid. But that moment where she's like, "Don't you remember that, George?" And he does the, he does the laugh, just completely not listening
Yeah,
to
they're
her.
like,
Completely
right. So
gone.
anyway, that's the love of my life. I'm gonna go upstairs,
Cool. I'm gonna go
take
dry
some
my tears in this
Ambien,
alcohol.
lay in a bathtub, see what happens.
Yeah, it's. I mean, she's playing. I have a note. I said she's playing the existential depression of old. Like she plays that existential depression very well.
Very
incredibly,
well.
yeah.
And I will say again, it's like his laughter to lighten that moment, I think, is very important
Yeah.
to sustaining the tone that
Well,
the
it's
movie
like
has
the
presented.
way they shoot it. There's like this slow push in. It's just this amazing. Like if this was like a straight drama, this is like the clip they would have pulled for the Academy Awards that year.
Yeah.
And then it's like followed up by that laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
That's the button.
Yeah, and everybody's, it's like they're all just living their lives, which are, I don't mean to talk too much about these fictional characters in a negative way, but they're maybe unfulfilled.
Unfulfilled, uninspired, stuck.
Yeah, uninspired is good. Stuck,
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, at this point, yeah, we've struck, the crux of the movie. We have set up the third act.
Yeah.
So now we got to go to Twin Peaks Mall
That's true.
for some stuff.
Which is again in terms of physicalities and choices, the decision of Marty, the way he is asleep.
I was about to say, I was like,
Yeah.
we can't skim over this.
We've
Yeah.
referenced it. You
We have.
did it
Yeah,
in
I
one
did
of
the
our
Firefly,
shorts.
yeah.
Never Best 2.
Good
Yeah,
times. Good
Very
times.
old movie.
it is.
Is
Well,
that still online?
yeah, it's still online.
Oh, you can find it, I guess.
That's one of the
If you
ones that
want.
we kept up there.
Yeah.
We had a little bit of a deliberation and discussed what should stay up and what should not. But yeah, that one is up there. But yeah, I mean that
Yeah.
that
Kind of an
is-
iconic, like,
it's kind of
Oh,
the
yeah.
kind of
definitive.
doing that, like Peter Griffin falls down the stairs thing, you know?
Yeah, he looks kind of he's broken.
He's like,
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom. Ah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that is perfect.
I don't know
And
why I thought he was so cool as a kid for sleeping in his clothes. I'm like, damn, he just like pops in, pops out. He's
Yeah.
good to go. He doesn't
Well,
need
he
plan
had
this.
to go
I
somewhere.
don't
He
know why
was
that
ready
was
to
so
go.
cool.
then,
Yeah.
and
He
again,
has to be ready to go at once.
Suspenders and all.
and important that he stays in those clothes, so he grabs the same jacket which has the flyer.
Yeah.
So like he
Yep.
has to be in those clothes.
Yep.
Because script
He shows up in a
dictates.
double.
Yeah.
What?
Zemeckis is like, we've looked at the script and don't get changed. No
Show-
PJs for
He's
Marty.
like wearing a double-breasted suit. He's like, damn.
Them even like putting it in the script later, where it's like, "Oh, Marty, did you fall asleep in your clothes again?"
But yeah, we go to Twin Pines Mall, which is like 40 minutes from us.
Yeah, where is it? I think
It's
our
pretty
dad
close.
actually says that he worked at
No,
that mall.
he like
I believe.
he didn't work at that mall, but he had to like go help out.
Oh,
at
that's
that
right, because
mall
he was like a
regularly.
district manager, so he would
Yeah.
like go from store to store. So he would check in at the location that they had there for
That's
Jarman. So he's been to that mall
Yeah.
a lot.
You know, and I'm sure the audience has uncovered that I am a deep fan of this movie. I've never been to that mall.
Well, is it still there? Or is it gone?
Yeah, it's
okay,
still
so
there, I
we
think.
should do a road trip.
What was it actually called? It's like a.
It's
Which
called
one was it?
Twin Pines Mall, Connor. Or it's Lone Pine.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. Well, at this point in the movie,
Right now.
Sorry, I'm getting ahead of ourselves. I'm noticing a theme with
I'm like,
this
the
episode.
consequences to being
I was like, no.
No, but I've never been to that mall. We've had friends, you guys,
Yeah.
I've sent
Yeah.
photos and group chats and stuff of that mall, and I've never been.
That's funny.
Yeah, one
Where's it
day.
again? Did we
away.
talk about? You said it was in what, Pasadena or?
No, I think it's closer.
I have
Um,
no idea.
People riff.
Bum, 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 bum.
Talk
I guess
about
you haven't figured this out. This is my brother.
yeah.
Yeah,
Don't know if we said that up top. But
I was going through high school and everyone's like, "Wow, you guys look so similar." It's like, yeah, genetics.
almost like we share DNA.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anywho, I'm riffing.
How do you guys like the DeLorean?
I miss my wife.
The DeLorean. Let's talk about your wife.
Okay, here, I found.
I miss my wife, Tails. I miss her.
We'll release her after the episode's finished. I mean, just
The city that the mall is based in is 16 miles from where we currently are.
oh my god! Wait,
Oh.
where is it? Is it
Or it's
Westminster?
20 miles. It's an industry.
Oh my god!
It's in the city of
Whoa.
industry?
Yeah.
Wow, they were really like, what do we call this place? And they're like, I don't know, there's a lot of businesses here. They're like, dude, industry.
They're
That's
like
it.
business city.
Business city. Capitalism.
Some guy
estate.
named John Industries like, I got a better name.
Let me tell you something.
The juice is loose.
Dude, listen, I've gone back in time.
Come back in time. Smooch my mom. It happens.
We talked about one day we'll do Beetlejuice, and we'll do it. We'll do the impressions
We'll
for
do
the
the
whole
full
episode.
alphabet, yeah.
2 more times.
2 more times.
Should I?
What?
Should I say Beetlejuice one more time?
Oh, fuck. You're just going for
I
it?
think we
I don't
need
give
one
a
more.
shit.
The consequences.
What's the worst thing? Michael Keaton is in the room? That's awesome.
That's a pretty good.
You're welcome.
Sorry, Connor. We're about to upgrade the guest.
No, you're good. The couch splits in half and another seat rises out.
I auditioned for Biff Tannen. I almost got the part.
Whatever.
I was like, I am the DeLorean.
That would be like, they'd be like, it's like when Tim Curry was the Joker, where they're like, you're too scary.
He's just a little bit.
Too much of a bully.
He was like, the 2 pine trees, play one of the trees.
He's like, George, you're a slacker.
That's pretty good.
You've been a slacker. You're always going to be a slacker.
But no, we get to
Stick with me, pal.
we got to stay on the tracks.
Nope.
We only got so much time.
What did I say? I said the juice is.
I know it's loose.
What, Matt? Yes.
It's loose. I'm aware. I'm aware of what happens when we spill the juice.
The consequences.
The DeLorean.
The
Yeah.
DeLorean.
How do we feel about maybe one of the most iconic movie cars of all time, if not
Ooh,
the most
baby,
iconic
I could
car?
kiss it.
Ooh, baby,
I dare you.
You're like, ooh, Bodie, and you put your
Like,
socks
no.
on it.
Yeah.
Dude, I did it with that with my first car.
Well,
Yeah, it was very cold outside.
It was very
You
close.
kissed
It
Yeah.
What?
I know. I laid my socks out.
was a
on
real
it, and I was
Tatane
like, oh, Bodie.
situation.
Yeah.
It's for people who know movies.
I got completely lost. I don't know what's happening.
Wait, do you say nude tane?
No,
Smart. Regenerate.
Wow.
I wasn't asking for a new tane. But
Can I get a hat wobble?
Generate a new tane.
I
No, I said Tatane, which if you know what that movie's
yes.
about, you know what that
Okay,
joke means.
I know what you're saying.
I will not elaborate.
Yeah, we'll get
Yeah,
to
don't.
that
I
episode.
know we say a lot of things in this show. I'm not going to describe the plot of Tatane,
We don't have to. People can look it up.
but it's an incredible watch. It is.
Yeah.
I like how most of this episode right now is bits.
There's cars.
That's true. Well,
There's like one really. But,
of cars. Yeah. So the DeLorean is one of those things where it's like it almost obviously it was a real car.
Yeah.
Almost feels like it exists for the sole purpose of being in this movie.
pretty much because
Oh, yeah.
the company went bankrupt what year? Like
It
right
was
after
like
the
it was
trilogy ended, or
it was before this movie came out.
oh my god, really?
That's why the joke is like you made a time machine out of a DeLorean. He's like,
Yeah.
it's a fucking, it's a piece of shit car.
yeah,
it was like really
it's
expensive.
really like now it'd be like it was like you did a Ford Fiesta. Why?
No, literally, it would be like people. It would be such a confusing. You'd be like a Toyota Yaris. You built a car out of.
Then like the CEO of or like the
John
car company
DeLorean?
was DeLorean was
Yeah,
not just the
his name
style
was-
of
yeah,
like
His name was John DeLorean. Yeah. Or it
okay
was
yeah
DeLorean
he like
Motor
wrote them like a
Company.
really nice like email or something, or they didn't have email but like a letter.
Well,
Wait, did they have
email?
No,
Email comes
I-
out at the end of the 80s, doesn't it?
Well,
I
I'm
don't think
showing
it's
how
what's
young I
widely
am
gonna
right
be
now.
used yet.
No,
but-
it was probably a fax or something because we actually should talk about the spaceman.
Well, yeah,
from Pluto
what John DeLorean probably
Yes.
did was a fax, but email I think is technically possible.
Okay.
In the year 1985, but I could be wrong.
But he said like basically thank you. For,
Basically, thank you so much.
yeah, they made
Got a lot of money out of this.
they made 9,000 of them. Not a lot.
Yeah, that's not a lot at
Um,
all.
And yeah, and obviously there is
We've got more Marvel movies than that.
there's that story. Good joke. There's a bit in the behind the scenes where they're talking about the development of this movie, and they wanted it to be a DeLorean, and there's obviously a lot of sponsorships in this movie, Pepsi, a bunch of stuff.
Vindication.
and-
Email was invented in 1971 by Ray Tomlinson.
Wow.
So
You did
technically possible, but
We're chilling.
not
Okay.
wide use till like 1999 probably.
True. The iMac.
Yeah.
But they get a phone call from Ford, asking if they say basically Ford will give you like $75,000 or something like that if the time machine is a Mustang.
Wow.
And Bob Gale, the writer, said Doc Brown doesn't drive a fucking Mustang, and hung up the
He
phone.
absolutely does not.
And I was like, you're right. And also like the whole bit of like the DeLorean looking like a spaceship like later
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
No, it's such a perfect car for this movie. And like you said, it literally seems to only have existed long enough to be in this movie.
yeah.
Like,
Its legacy is only because of it's gotten to the point where like I know the DeLorean Motor Company, I think it exists again. Like they're making new
yeah, it kind of
DeLoreans.
did a comeback. They did a movie with Lee Pace.
But that's true.
Yeah.
I
haven't seen
auditioned
it,
for
but-
that director's subsequent film.
Wow.
Yeah. And didn't get it.
Happens.
Yeah, but I do remember being like, "Oh my gosh, this guy made the DeLorean movie." I was like, "Oh my goodness."
Am I blushing?
Yeah, and they were like, "No thanks." But yeah, I mean, this car is, I mean, it's perfect. Like, and even obviously the fact that it is kind of a shitty car kind of comes into the plot of the movie.
Yeah.
There's multiple times where the car like doesn't work.
Stalls.
It just
Yeah.
stalls. It doesn't start.
There's fingerprints in the stainless steel. No.
Yeah. But yeah, obviously we get that incredible introduction of it backing up.
So do you
Yeah.
think, okay, because this is like a thing people point out, do you think Doc Brown has rigged, like, parked the truck, got in the car, parked the car so that he could back it up slowly and dramatically?
Absolutely.
This is the thing where it's like that is
Or has he rigged the truck to be RC and he parked it and then proceeded to drive it via RC?
I'm like, is it still oro farming if he set it up? Like, if he planned it out?
I don't know.
I don't even care.
He turned a time machine out of a DeLorean, so I mean, it's
You do
aura
it.
farming.
He can do whatever the
hard.
hell he wants.
He also tricked terrorists into stealing plutonium for him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fun fact, I didn't notice this.
Clout building.
It doesn't really matter, but like in that sequence after he rolls out of the car, he's wearing brown Nikes.
Yeah, dude.
Awesome.
Stripped up.
Yep.
Tripped up.
The look
yeah.
is cool. Maybe maybe
Iconic.
the best supporting performance of all time. Like I would put it up there. I don't think it's number one.
A pair of
but
Nikes.
Sure, fuck it.
Fuck it.
It'll be right below him. I don't care. This list is made up.
Art is subjective.
But no, what is great about like, you ask about the reveal of like the DeLorean of if he like planned for it. What's great about it is that when he opens the car, that he's like surprised to see Marty. He gets up and he's like, "Oh shit, hey!"
Like, oh,
What are you
yeah.
doing here?
Good thing I did that cool ass entrance.
You saw that? Nice.
He's like Alec Baldwin. He's like, I've actually turned around several times and given that speech to people who I did not know.
Yeah, it's just other people coming out of the mall.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Doc goes on his whole tirade of November 5th, 1955, like all that
Yep.
stuff.
Yeah.
Where he's talking about how he invented time travel, all this other stuff. We
Yeah.
kind of get all the exposition.
They do the test with Einstein.
With Einstein, with again another shot that is one of the most iconic shots in movies is them turning to look with the flames are in the background, the spinning
Yep.
license plate.
Amazing.
It's so well. It's also great because it's like the movie's called Back to the Future, which is confusing, quote unquote. And like if
It
you haven't
shouldn't be
seen a
if
trailer,
you watch the movie.
Yeah.
should not be. And we will get to that story
We're getting into
in
it.
just a sec. But like when that happens, that is like it's one of those ones where like they know that is like the moment, and they really
Yeah.
play into that. And not to say that it would be easy to miss that as like clearly the moment, but they
Yeah.
lay that out so well. I mean, the line of Doc when he goes, "When this baby hits," like Doc is this delusional, crazy scientist the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when he's like ready to show off Time Machine, his whole thing, like you're gonna see some serious shit. Like the way he describes
No
that.
jargon. Cool shit about to happen. Pay attention.
Yeah, it's so good. And like, I mean, it comes back, and it's the choice of it being like frozen.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah.
good.
It's cold. It's cold.
They write off why that doesn't happen anymore in the other movies. I think
They're
say
like,
that
we have to
there's,
move it along. We can't wait for them to thaw it out.
Yeah. But all that's, I mean, the reveal of that, Marty being like, "What is it, hot?" And he's like, "No, cold, cold."
Damn cold.
Yeah, damn cold. Yeah.
Einstein's like,
Well, that moment when you see the watches switch,
Yeah.
and it's 1 minute behind, like, again, it's that like, it's the magic of it, where it's like
Yeah.
they've officially at that point you're locked in. And I should also note, we are not yet 30 minutes into the movie.
We're still not 30 minutes?
We are not 30 minutes into the movie.
We're
yet.
like an hour into this episode.
Yeah,
we're really taking our sweet time right now.
No.
we'll work our way. We're
a good
kind of
movie.
jumping
We'll be
around
fine.
a little
We'll be
bit.
fine.
Jumping around.
We'll fix it in post.
But
Fix it in post.
yeah, I mean, we obviously like, kind of a moment again of setting up the ending is that, Doc is going to be the one to go. That Marty is just there to capture this moment. And he says, where are you going to go? And he says, I'm going to go to the future. And there's that moment where he says, look me up when you get there. And he goes, I will. So we've already set up what the ending bit will be of Doc going to the future and coming back. And, it's your kids, Marty, all that stuff. Again, like a little thing that just like is a nice moment, and it makes sense in that moment of Marty being like, fuck, if he's going to go to the future, like, let me know. Like, and it plays so well into the ending.
Yep.
And
this is right about the time people with guns show up.
yes,
Yes.
there's some sensitive conversations to maybe have around that part of it.
A little.
I don't know if we're necessarily equipped to
don't
go
have to
into
talk
it, but
about
Some bullets go off.
We can just say
what I will say is Doc pulls a 6-shooter.
Yeah.
he does.
What
Like
a
the
crazy
Scarecrow
thing.
in Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, it really is
Doing
the
so-
Scarecrow and it's Doc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That he just like has it.
I'll watch that version of Lethal Weapon.
The Scarecrow and Doc Brown. Honestly, well, he'd be like, if only I had a brain. He's like, oh, if only I could give some to you. Oh, and he like runs off.
He's like, I can figure this out. It's a real Frankenstein's monster movie.
That's pretty sick, actually.
I'd pay to see that.
Yeah. No one mourns the wicked.
But Doc is
Dum.
shot. The moment where Marty yells bastard, which
Yep.
I recreated several times throughout my childhood.
Yep. We've already done it like 36 times in this episode. So
I always teared up when he gets shot.
Yeah, man.
It's
Well,
funny too, because like as a kid, it doesn't really clock in my head. It's like, oh, this is the first time we met this guy, and he's dead.
he's dead.
Like I don't know. Like
Well,
Is that how
play
you learned
that.
what death was?
What?
What?
Are we going to discuss mortality?
No, I was like, was this when you learned what death was? Mine was Phantom Menace when Qui-Gon gets stabbed.
I was literally going to say mine was Phantom Menace.
Which was also how I figured out what an actor was, because we were watching like Les Miserables later, and then he shows up in that as Jean Valjean, and I was
Yeah.
like, I thought Qui-Gon was dead.
Yeah. They're like,
No.
it's a Force Ghost. But
honestly,
that's still
maybe
red.
though.
I do think they play that moment really, like, again, the movie's very light, but you do have to like have that moment of like shock
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
for Marty, for him to do something as, seemingly unthinkable, and he's not really thinking about it, but he hops into the DeLorean. And him getting in the DeLorean and driving off is the 30-minute mark. Wow. They hit 30 minutes exactly.
Wow.
The 30th minute from, 29 or whatever to 31 is Marty getting in the DeLorean and driving off. We are officially embarked on the adventure. That is how well fucking constructed this movie is.
Damn.
Is that we drive off with Marty into the adventure right when the first act should be done. We have set up everything that this movie needs to do.
Round of
Yeah.
applause
In
for
those
that.
30
Like,
minutes.
Little golf clap.
This
for
is
that.
why it's like this. If you want to talk about movies being perfectly structured, like this is part
kind of
it.
the one.
Yeah.
And just wait till you hear what the halfway point is, because
Okay.
it's just as good.
So
He,
Marty goes back in time.
yes, he chases. Let's see if you bastards can do 90. He,
Yep.
goes in.
Yep, because he's already forgotten what Doc said.
Yes, he completely forgets that this is a time machine.
And then it's armed and ready.
Yeah.
Yes. But and obviously Doc, has put in the day that he did time travel. Thankfully, he didn't leave it on the witness the birth of Christ.
Yeah.
Would have been a very different movie.
We're just Hill Valley in year 0.
Yeah, like Witness the Birth of Christ, but you will be locationally very far away from that moment, probably.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that it's like it can go throughout time, and I guess it's mobile because it is a car, but it's like, it doesn't move you anywhere. You just go to the same spot.
It's just hard cuts. It's just Bethlehem, and you're like, oh.
Well, but yeah, so he goes in. We have the whole, the looks like an 8, bird without wings or whatever, or airplane without wings.
It's already taken human form.
I love the little comic book reference.
Yes.
Like the artwork there.
Which do we want to? I was alluding to this earlier. The story of what the title was going to be,
Yes.
or what it was almost described as being. I don't know if Dish actually knows. Dish might know the story actually. Of the other what Back to the Future was almost called. The president of the studio. I'm curious to see his reaction. Yeah, he shook his head no. So the president of the studio was like, Back to the Future is a dumb fucking title. It does not make any sense. And they were like, it actually does make sense. We actually say in the script why it makes sense. And he was like, no, it doesn't make any sense. You have to change it. And they were like, okay, well, send us what you got. And he sends them a fax that says, because on the comic book, it's like invaders from Pluto. He says that this movie should be called Spaceman from Pluto. That is the name of the movie. And what a stroke of genius.
Golf clap.
Now, the best part about it is that Bob Gale, the writer, and Bob Zemeckis, the co-writer and director, look at this memo and they go, holy shit, what are we going to do? We cannot call it this. This is a terrible title.
Yeah.
Back to the Future is the right title. And they're freaking out. And Steven Spielberg, the producer of this movie,
Does the clutchest thing ever.
does the clutchest thing at like the height of his powers, right? Not that his powers have diminished, but like at,
True
you know,
aura farming.
a man who like owns Hollywood. He looks at it. They go, you know, what's wrong? He goes, they want us to call the movie this, and he goes, don't worry, I have an idea. And he sends a fax to the president of Universal and says, oh my gosh, thank you so much. As you're aware, working on a movie is very long and very hard, and there's very tough hours. Everyone at the offices really needed a laugh. Thank you. And sends the fax, and they didn't hear a goddamn thing after that. And
That is Samora farming if I've ever seen it.
maybe my favorite Spielberg story.
God,
pretty
he
good.
challenged him knowing that he wasn't going to be able to say anything. He was going to be too proud to face him.
To basically be like, what a funny
Weaponized
joke.
pride.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
How do you say, well, no, actually, to that?
You don't. You can't.
Yeah.
And they didn't. But yeah, so
Amazing.
they do that. There's Michael J. Fox does the perfect. He works with that helmet really well.
Yeah.
The like
Yeah.
look up, the sorry about your barn, all that stuff. Like
Sorry about your barn.
he plays the comedy of that moment
Yeah.
really well. His physicality, I think, is really strong.
Is it just me, or was it always really weird right before he makes impact with the barn, where his little hood flies back on? It was like, oh, we need this to be on right
yeah,
now.
it has
Yeah.
to be.
Yeah. I think it's a really funny shot, so I'm here for it.
No, it's very fun.
Speaking of funny things, yeah, I just I want to call out the line, "Take that, you mutated son of a bitch." Such a great line.
Dude, this is the kid being like, it's already mutated and taken human form. Shoot it, shoot
The
it.
dad's just full. I mean, I guess you wouldn't if you were in the 50s and that came out.
Yeah,
and then,
yeah.
like, this,
Dude.
you'd be like, "Oh shit, what the?"
I'd be like talking to the cockroach at the end, by my like sink, trying to like drown it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's mutated into human
It's
form.
taking human form,
Um,
like animal form.
but okay, this is the thing that I was talking about is the when Marty crashes into the two pines, takes out the one.
Yep.
That we
Yeah.
have now paid off the setup, the old man Peabody from there, but then we are now also setting up a
Crazy
new
idea.
joke
Breeding
Yeah.
pine trees.
for the Lone Pine Mall.
Yep.
Like we have closed the gap on this reference, but in doing so, opened up a new
Yeah.
joke for.
It's like a
the movie.
hydra with all these heads, and they're just like cutting them all off like left and right.
It's-
and they're like,
100%.
Crazy how quickly they like set up and then pay it off pretty quickly. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, it was just highly impressive.
I agree.
super.
But yeah, we go through. Obviously, he sees the reveal of the Lion Estates, all this stuff that he's, this is a dream. It's a very intense dream. He has
Yep.
that whole like classic.
Scare some
This
old
isn't
people.
happening. Scare some old people.
Like you do.
that woman is freaked out.
She is.
She's like smacking her husband.
she's,
like,
she's like, it's a boy in yellow.
and he walks his way to the Hill Valley Town Square. They wanted a real location for Hill Valley Town Square, and then they ended up doing the backlot,
Yep.
which is
Pretty iconic though.
pretty iconic and gave them a lot of control. They even said, to kind of jump a little later in the movie, when he's riding the skateboard, the sparks on the skateboard,
Yeah.
not originally in the movie. That was they were
Really?
like, oh, wouldn't that be cool if he kicked up and there were sparks that came out? And they're like, well, I guess we have the fucking backlot. So they would just went to the backlot, shot that scene, they dropped that in there.
Wow.
Oh.
And it's like they like were able to just like add those extra details because of the backlot.
Because it's just right there.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
They have like you can lock everything off, like and again the production design of going from 80s Hill Valley to 50s Hill Valley
Yeah.
is like so wonderful.
So clean now.
A plus.
The Mr. Sandman needle drop, bring
Yeah.
me a dream.
Dude, that one poster being like, 50-cent movie tickets.
Yes, we
Let that
established.
sink in.
We bring up Ronald Reagan.
Yeah.
Like all that
Mayor
stuff.
Goldie Wilson's now mayor, some white dude.
Yes, Red Thomas.
Red Thomas.
Re-elect Mayor
Wow.
Red Thomas. Yeah.
There we go. There we go.
I know this movie far too well. Probably scarily.
This
too well.
episode could have been just a reenactment.
Yeah, it literally.
Mayor.
Yeah, I should run for mayor. I will say a great moment when he goes into that cafe that I didn't realize for the first time is when he's looking for Doc, and his digital watch goes
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
And the guy looks at and he has to hide the watch.
Yeah.
I like for some reason have never
like-
noticed that. Yeah, he's like, oh, I don't know.
I gotta play it cool. Play it cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we meet young George, and young Biff.
That first shot is so good.
It's so
Just them
good.
like scratching their head and looking kind of like uncomfortable to
Yeah.
be there.
They're
Yeah.
like identical.
When that
Yeah.
happens, it's like the movie has won.
No,
Like,
the
you-
subtext
like,
there is amazing. Where it's like, oh, he is very much his father's son.
true.
Yep.
Yeah, and like obviously like later, they have the whole again the reprise of the your homework in my hand, or what is it? Fuck. My homework in your handwriting.
Yeah. You get a repeat of that. So that joke is like set up. That paid off just now.
Billy Zane is chuckling in the background.
Yeah, he is. Some dork wearing 3D glasses.
That's true. That's true.
Dork thinks he's about to drown.
He thinks he's gonna shoot lasers. I think.
Life, which I will actually say,
He thinks he's Gazer beam.
it's always so crazy. The Eric Stoltz version of Marty McFly doesn't
Yeah.
have the life preserver. He has like a leather
Yeah, he's wearing
jacket.
a leather jacket.
He's
He's
like
cooler.
a graphic
Wrong.
tee and a
Cooler.
black
Incorrect.
jacket. So like those jokes just aren't
Probably not
in
there.
that version of the
Yeah.
movie. I'm sure they'll bring up something else, but like I feel like it was probably he gets written off as a biker or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the Coast Guard jokes are so funny.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean he meets George, freaks him out.
Yep.
Glover gives that great like when Marty's looking at him that George goes, "What?" Like that moment is really good.
Pretty great.
And he chases down his dad.
Yep.
He ends
Yeah.
up getting hit by the car
Yep.
Absolutely.
and wakes up
Seducing his mother somehow.
in his mom's bedroom.
What a way to find out your dad is a pervert.
Yeah, it's really
Unfortunate.
you're like, oh, what the fuck? Like it.
Peeping Tom.
I mean, the whole inciting incident for this movie's creation is that they had wanted to do a time travel thing for a while, but they find the idea when Bob Gale is looking through his like attic and he's looking through yearbooks,
Yeah.
and he finds out that his dad was like the president of his class.
Yeah.
Or something, and he was like, "Oh, I fucking hated the president of my class when I was in high school." And he was like, "Oh, I wonder if I had gone to high school with my dad and I had been friends." And it was at that moment Back to the Future
Yeah.
kind of
Wow.
was born.
It's crazy.
He's like, okay, so a refrigerator, nuclear bomb.
Yes, but yeah. So like,
Sorry.
oh
Eggs
no, go
fried.
ahead, go ahead.
Oh no, it was just after Lorraine's dad hits Marty with the car. He's like, "Oh dang it, I hit another one." It's like, you think he's killed anyone? Like, do you think that there was like a cleanup or
He
anything like
might
that?
have.
Like,
So
I don't
that's
know.
right,
I'm like,
so
how many
it's
kids are we
actually-
talking
It's
about?
funny you mentioned this, but there's a bit of stand up from legendary Sinbad, where he was talking
Amazing.
about how in the 50s as a game they would just jump in front of cars and see if they stopped. So I think that was like a thing, and that's like a
Oh.
reference to that was that kids were like knowingly jumping in front of moving vehicles to scare them and see if they'd stop.
Got
And,
it.
You know, a couple of roadkill moments later, I'm sure that I think that's where we got the.
People learn to stop doing that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's where we started teaching the like look both ways stuff. I think it was pretty much because of that game. But I think that's what that joke is about. It's just people driving and kids being like, ah,
That's I will say,
think fast, brake check.
Michael J. Fox plays the confusion of the scene with Lorraine, I think, as well as you probably could.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
it's pretty good.
That
That
he's-
Calvin, why you call me Calvin?
Oh, that's such a good deal. It's written all over your underwear. It's like, fuck, that's
Should like
so
try to pull
smart.
the thing down. He's like, ah, stop.
Where's
Yeah.
my pants? On top of my hope chest.
On my hope chest, the look she gives after, I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is a
God, she's
disaster.
down bad right
Really,
now.
he's pretty thirsty here.
Again, a story that has been said before, but like in reference to this moment, they shopped this script around all over town, and everyone was like, because it was the year of like Animal House and not
Yeah.
Animal, but like Revenge. And there's a bunch of like really raunchy teen comedies coming on.
Right.
That all the studios are going like, this is far too tame. This is some like cutesy time travel story. They go to all the studios. Everyone's like, not raunchy enough, not raunchy enough.
Really?
Everyone turns them down, and then as a last resort, they go, "Fuck, I guess we gotta go to Disney." And they go to Disney, and Disney reads the script, and they go, "Are you fucking kidding me? His mom tries to sleep with him? No, absolutely not." And
Too much.
They were like,
too risque.
Yeah, too risque. And they were like, "Well, shit, man." And Spielberg comes in,
Yeah.
and then they end up making a movie that way. Just a fun note of detail that this is obviously John Mulaney. There's a whole bunch of jokes about this plot, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Hey, we don't spend too much time on that.
no, we can
Yeah,
brush.
we can
it's
past
move
all
it.
there.
This movie has a pivotal detail in that when they kiss and she instantly realizes that this is gross and wrong and bad
Yeah.
is kind of, I think,
Kind of
this
helps the movie a little bit there.
bit of the saving grace of that storyline.
I have a comment on that, but we'll touch upon that later.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll work our way through there.
That Marty thought up the plan.
Yeah. I will say.
Kind of weird.
Of course, we don't see it. I'd like to think Doc pitched that insane plan. That's my headcanon.
Yeah.
I
He's
guess
like,
that's better.
What? And
Or
you're
is
just
it
like,
better? I don't know if it's better.
I don't know.
But no, I mean, we meet Lorraine's parents, Marty's grandparents. Incredible castings.
Yes.
Amazing.
The way that dad goes, he's an idiot. Like essentially,
His parents are probably idiots too.
will
Lorraine, if you
say-
have a kid like that, I'll disown you.
I quote this movie very often, but like I quote probably the line I quote the most is whenever I like set something up.
Yeah.
Dave is laughing because he knows what the fuck I reference. Every time like something gets set up, I always fucking go, now we can watch Jackie Gleason while we eat.
When he did it, I was like DiCaprio in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I was like,
You're snapping and pointing.
I was like,
I quote that when Laura and I moved into our first apartment, we had like a TV mount that like office, like it folds, and
Yeah.
we could angle it towards our kitchen, and I literally pulled it out and I went, now we can watch Jackie Gleason while we
Dude,
eat. And
every
she looked
episode,
at
you're
me-
like, this was a classic.
Laura's like, it's brand new.
what's a rerun?
But yeah, I mean, all this again. These
Who the
these
hell
are
is Ronald?
jokes.
Who the hell is John F.
Yeah.
Kennedy?
Like we said, these are jokes that work within this movie, but kind of can never work again.
Yeah.
No, you can't. If you redo the context, it's just not as funny.
No,
After the scene at the kitchen table, he seeks out Doc, right?
he goes right to
It goes
Doc.
right to Doc.
Yeah.
Because he's trying to find him. Because he's
Right.
like, that's right
Yeah,
by
yeah,
John
yeah.
F. Kennedy Drive or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who the fuck is John F. Kennedy?
I love that Doc is like a man unchanged.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
His personality is exactly the same in the 1950s that it is in the 1980s, basically.
Yeah.
Dude figured out what he wanted to be, and he was doing it.
It's
Yeah.
true. I will say again to say things that I do all the time, and again, you guys know this. Whenever I open a door for somebody,
Oh, yeah.
I do
Yeah.
open it like how Doc does it.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
apologize.
You kinda have
You're good.
Don't.
I do the swing open,
Yeah.
kind of.
I'm only mad you're not wearing the hat.
If I had it, I would wear it. I want it.
And here's where I'd put my mind reading technology if I had one.
If I,
You want to sell me something?
that whole you want to make
No.
a donation to the Coast Guard Youth Auxiliary. It's like perfect jokes, dude.
He's like, I came here in a time machine that you invented.
Him saying that, and the fact again, the writing is the like. Do you know what this means? It means that this damn thing doesn't work. Like he pulls it off.
So good.
There's so many moments in this movie too where someone said something like batshit crazy, and everyone's like, "I'm so focused on what I'm doing, I'm gonna act like I didn't hear that."
Yeah, and I will say that again. Speaking to casting, like Marty and Doc, their friendship, I think again, not necessarily underwritten, but it's a lot of information in their conversations.
Yeah.
So their relationship is built entirely on, or mostly on the chemistry of Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd.
Yep.
Yep.
And I think they really fucking
They
make
kill
that
it.
shit
They're,
stick.
they're an iconic duo.
I mean, they,
You know?
it gets corrupted into Rick and Morty in the future. Like, you
I know, yeah.
Its duo is so again, like on fertile ground. Like it's so perfect the way
Yeah.
that they play off of each other.
It's got a pretty far reach there.
It's true.
But so we get that.
We go through the whole. There's that great joke where he's talking about he shows Marty shows Doc the video.
Yeah.
And it's the whole like, what am I wearing? And he goes, oh, it's a radiation suit. And he goes,
Yeah.
oh, of course, from the fallout of the atomic wars.
Dude's got it all figured out.
Yeah, Doc knows his jumps are very great. And we establish basically what is we spell out what is the conflict of the movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Marty is stuck. He doesn't know how to get back.
He needs to get back where?
He needs to get back to the future, which
There it
is the midpoint of the movie.
Really?
Yes.
Dun, 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 dun.
It is literally
Dun, 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 dun,
titled. Yeah, title drop at. If you remove credits, which is about
Yeah.
4 minutes, it's the midpoint of the movie.
That's
Is him going?
awesome.
We need to get you back to the future. Is the midpoint?
Yeah.
Get it, guys? Okay, so he's trapped in the past. He needs to get back to the future.
Yes.
That's the title. If it doesn't make sense, I don't know what to do for
And
it.
then they
The
play
guy
it-
who needs to hear that is dead already. I'm sorry.
and then they play on that again in the ending where he's like, we have to go. And he goes, well, go where? He goes, back to the future.
Again.
Like to 2015.
Again.
the future is relative to where you're standing in time.
Exactly. But yeah,
Wibbly
I
wobbly,
mean,
timey-wimey.
that whole, and again, Silvestri's score, thank you, good reference.
Gotcha.
Like during on this whole movie, I think should go checked. I mean, the score is perfect. It's so like,
Marty's like, on your left. No.
it's so like kinetic and sporadic. Like it's so,
Yeah.
there's something about it.
Dun,
That's,
dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, like
Dun, dun,
it's
dun, dun.
it's
Dun, 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 dun.
constantly coming up with new ideas for itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost like kind of like how Doc is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
so we do that. They come up with their plan.
we go back to the school.
go back
Go
to
back to
school.
school because he was like, "Oh, you met your parents."
Yeah.
Damn.
That's right. Yeah. I may have run into my parents. Yeah.
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 And we, like you talked about, that Strickland is making fun of George McFly for being picked on.
Picked
Yeah.
on.
She
Yeah.
probably should be defending that guy.
Not doing much.
Nope.
George is doing his best.
Strickland is part of the problem.
Yeah.
The system is corrupt.
He's like,
Definitely.
I got tenure. I can say whatever the fuck I want.
He's
We're
like,
like,
I don't give a
okay.
shit. I'm ageless. I am infinite.
I am infinite.
I like how they
Dude's
definitely
like
put
Galactus.
they definitely put like AG makeup on everybody for like the new
Oh.
shots. But I'm like, I think that guy just looks the same.
Yeah, I don't
Maybe
think
I'm
they did
wrong.
anything for him.
They I think he doesn't have, because he has hair on the sides in the 50s. And I
Oh,
don't
does he?
think he does in the 80s.
Okay.
I might be wrong, but he is. I mean, they have the Jesus, didn't that guy ever have hair?
Yeah.
And yeah, we come to learn. Doc explains it, the Florence Nightingale thing. That,
Yep.
yeah.
that basically what has happened to George is now happening to you because you
Mm-hmm.
stepped in front of the car.
So now we gotta get him back together at the dance.
He the rhythmic ceremonial ritual that Doc explains.
What a dream.
The
Isn't he
look
a
on his
dream?
face, on Doc's face,
Yeah.
when she says "what a dreamboat," his like oh shit.
He's like, what in the Freud?
Yeah, completely broken up about it, and we're reintroduced to Biff.
Yep.
This is when he
Yes.
comes back into the play.
Yep.
Tall motherfucker.
Yes,
Yeah.
we get a
Just
little
come
bit
around.
of
He's
runway
stabbing
out of that.
everyone.
Yeah,
Biff is a creep.
Biff is great.
Yeah.
Tom Wilson, incredible performer.
Incredible performer. Very funny guy in real life.
It's
Truly.
so interesting.
Biff is a very despicable human being.
Oh, absolutely.
He's
No,
like
when they-
the incarnate of evil in this series.
Yeah, literally.
No, during that scene, Crispin Glover is like, it was like, I think she wants to go with someone else. It's like, who? He's like, Biff. And it turns, and he's like definitely like making her uncomfortable.
He's
He's
and
like,
it's like, yes, George. That is what that looks
I'm
like.
like, that's why they chose the bear.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, true. But yeah, I mean, his whole that moment where Biff is scared of Strickland.
Yeah.
Like Strickland gives that look, and he's like, "Since you're new here, I'm gonna cut you a break," or that
Yeah.
thing.
I
is
make like a tree. Get out of here.
it's so great. What's great about it is like Marty doesn't like give a retort. We just like exist in Biff's
Yeah.
stupidity for like 5 seconds. I think it's a good choice.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Good stuff.
And Marty continues to pester George. You have
Mm-hmm.
to ask Lorraine. You have to ask her to the dance.
Yeah.
And he says, neither you or anybody else on this planet will make me go to the dance because he has science fiction theater, I think is what he says.
Yeah.
I have a TV show that's coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Marty.
I mean, props to him. He's like,
He's like, I know what I'm about.
he's like, don't you want to go out this like with this really pretty girl? And he's like, I got my TV show. I'm good.
And do you know what is
no
on
thanks.
air at that time?
Like King knows what he wants. Like,
He's like, I'm about to watch another episode of Love Island.
Oh, hey, then I am George McFly.
yeah.
It's prom and I'm sitting at home and it's like dum 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 dum.
Cracks open a liquid death, sits back.
It is. Or now it's more of an ollie pop.
It's an olipop
I
now.
crack
Yeah.
myself a root beer ollie pop, have some Taco Bell, dude.
And I've been cracking up like a
Dude.
bureau. Like,
I do, dude. Bureau is
Little-
good.
Is it
man.
good? Yeah.
It is good. We should one
is
day.
Holland brewing something good over there?
Oh yeah.
He is brewing some good shit. They're like of a multi pack of like an IPA, a noon wheat, I think is the other one, and then I think it's a Pilsner is the other one.
Nice.
All
Those are
really
words I don't understand.
all 3 beers, all 3 good beers.
Nice.
The noon wheat I think is my favorite.
I actually do understand beers. I work in a restaurant.
It's fair.
No.
I
Just
would
for fun.
recommend. I totally
Cool.
recommend. It's really good.
gotta check it out.
Low calorie too. They're like 60
Oh, shit.
calories or something.
Are we in an ad? Are we sponsored?
We're fucking now.
I was about to ask another question, but then I was like, it just feels like we're doing an ad.
Well, also it should say yeah, sorry, I'm not sponsoring. I'm not saying I'm against it. I'm actually totally for
Hey,
it.
Tom Holland, you listening?
But I will
Fans.
say Holland with love, like as someone who loves Back to the Future, there's always been talk about rebooting this, and we'll get
Yep.
to that conversation at the end of this series. But no one else should play Marty McFly.
No.
Nobody should.
No.
I think Tom Holland is a great actor. I
Yeah.
really love him. Nobody should play Marty McFly. Like
No.
Yeah.
again, on film. I know they have the musical and there's
Yeah.
animated shows and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
a reboot, you cannot.
No, never. Get rid of the musical.
yeah, fuck that.
Erase it. Go back in
Us,
time.
all 3 guys that did musical theater.
Like,
but
Dun, 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 dun.
but yeah, so
So, We got to get them together.
He has to get her to dance, so he
Yeah.
uses the only thing that he can do, which is pretend to be an alien again.
Is to mix
Yeah.
up his science fiction.
That bit is so. I mean, when they cut to it says Edward Van
Halen.
Halen.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
puts it in. That scene is actually longer. They shortened that scene.
Oh,
You
did
see
they?
the whole conversation in like a behind the
pretty good.
scenes.
In that scene, like it's good to know that it was cut short, but like it just kind of ends after he does the whole Darth Vader bit.
Yeah.
I want to know what the after was. Like, did like he was like, "Now go back to bed," like and like jumps out the window. Like, what was the after?
He's like, close your eyes. Do not follow me, or I'll kill you.
Or, yeah, I swear to God.
Give me
but
those headphones.
The way it does cut to, my name is Darth Vader. I come from the planet Vulcan, and then hard cuts to Marty. Like he's just, like instantly like I've changed.
Yeah.
Gotta ask her out. He's gonna melt my brain.
Darth Vader. He said he'd come down from the planet Vulcan and
Good
won't melt
shit.
my brain.
Good
He's like the
shit.
hair dryer. I think
Yeah.
is what he has on
He's
the
got a
side,
hairdryer, yeah.
which is great.
Which I guess was in Doc's stuff, maybe from his like time
Yeah,
travel stuff.
presumably
Doc
it's in the
put his
suitcase.
You gotta
put
keep
his
his
suitcase
frizz.
of stuff, but not his plutonium.
I will say another great.
Bro was like, I packed my drip. And what am I forgetting? Car keys, wallet, sunglasses, drip,
More drip.
His cotton underwear because he's allergic to
cotton
synthetics.
ornaments.
Yeah.
I forgot about that joke.
But
King came prepared. Not prepared enough, but prepared. Close enough.
But when God damn it, when he does the Marty and he runs across the street,
Yeah.
a little bit of like set up visually, not just in the script. You see the kids with the scooters driving across. You're
Yep.
like setting up Marty
Yeah,
grabbing
just
the
vibing
skateboard, which
outside.
is nice. Yeah, and he decides he's gonna,
Chocolate.
dude.
Her milk.
Dude,
Chocolate.
What a perfect bit.
Boom.
whoever made his chocolate milk in that scene is like a god. He's like, milk, chocolate,
thick-
boom, like
Yeah,
it's there.
Some
Instant.
thick chocolate milk.
Takes the sip. I mean, that whole scene, my density has popped me to you. It's such a great. And when she's like, "What?" Like she's like so confused.
Oh, don't we go to school together? Rip.
Yeah, that's right. Or yeah, he says he says the line correctly. Yeah, and she goes, "Oh," like that. She's
Yeah.
just like,
Like,
"Oh,
I'm
okay."
waiting
I
for you to
remember
go
I would
away.
like hide under a blanket usually around that scene because I would just be cringing
Just
really bad. I would just
embarrassing.
the secondhand embarrassment was so heavy.
It is palpable.
Truly. But yeah, and we get in that incredible, like we talked about, the skateboard sequence,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, the one shot of
Biff,
nope,
Marty?
other Marty, recasted Marty.
Eric Stoltz.
Eric Stoltz. The one shot is the fist colliding the Biff's face.
That makes sense.
Oh.
I think that's all that's left of Eric Stoltz.
That I will also say Marty's outfit in this scene with like the jacket and the
He's
jeans.
got a lot of great outfits. in
Good.
this
yeah,
movie.
fit, dude.
a lot of drip.
But yeah, I mean that whole like, I mean Marty just puts on just a class of how to be the coolest fucking guy in the
He's
world.
like, I need
Literally.
my mom not to have the hots for me, and then does the coolest shit
Dude,
2
just still
seconds later.
rolling nat 20s on everything.
Like he can't help but be just like sick as hell.
Yeah,
He's like, sorry, you guys aren't ready for me.
I mean when he like
Fucking
runs
asshole.
over the car and like
Yeah.
hops back onto
Yeah.
the skateboard.
Great thinking, by the way. Just as like a character moment. That's amazing.
Yeah,
thinking.
Marty is way smarter than we give him credit for.
I know.
inadvertently creating the skateboard for everybody.
Yeah, it's true. The way he kicks that up, he's like, "Here you go, kid." And the kid is looking at it like it's like,
It's like, I'm not putting this back together.
it's like radiating. He's like,
Yeah.
"What the fuck?"
Yeah, it's like a caveman being given fire. Mr. Fox just standing like Prometheus.
yeah,
He's like, oh no, I've created a whole skater culture.
Yeah.
And he's like,
And obviously you have that really intense line with Leah Thompson where it's like, "Where does that guy live?" And she goes, "I don't know, but I'm gonna find out." That is a threat.
right.
I will find him. I
Yeah.
will find him.
God, because that's when we go back and Doc's like, I built a scale model
Yes.
in like 30 minutes.
Yep.
The scale model I want.
It's
I
so
want to-
cool.
That'd be a cool prop to have.
It's pretty good with the little red car and everything like
Yeah.
that.
I love the joke. Sorry for the shot. Like, sorry, it's not like up to scale. He's like, nah, it's great, Doc.
That's right. Yeah, he's apologetic.
Yeah.
He has another great moment too when Lorraine comes back in and she's like, "Maybe you could ask me over to the dance." You see Doc in the background. He like leans against the car, like he's like, "Holy shit!" Like when that happens,
He's like,
it's
God.
he's like
Gag me
right
with a spoon.
right behind Marty too. Yeah, and she, he's like, "Don't you want to go with George?" And she's like, "McFly?" Like he's
She's
like,
like, no, I want like a strong dude who does cool shit on
Yeah.
the reg.
he like throws bullies into cars of manure.
Yeah, big dump trucks manure.
Yeah, and then Marty
Marty
offers-
concocts his insane plan, or maybe it's Doc. We never know.
He's deeply uncomfortable with it, as he should be.
As
He
He
should
should
be.
be.
Probably
He
not
should
the
be,
point.
especially if he thought it up.
Yes.
God, it was like, what do we do? We could do a whole lot of things in this moment. It's like, take advantage of your mom. It's like, why was that the choice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is this the goal right now? Like, did you have other options and it just didn't work out? Or
I will say, again, credit to Crispin Glover. Like when he, Marty's going, and you say, you're lying, George, and he's like, hey, you get your damn hand. Like,
Do you really think I should curse the way he likes his stand?
Yeah, he
Yes.
holds this like
he's
fingers.
like, wait, no, I'm trying to take it seriously though. Like,
Yeah, he says,
God
I
damn it,
should've-
curse.
I should have swear. He says, yes, George, God damn it, swear.
Yeah.
He said, yeah.
all right.
And we move to the dance.
we
We're
move into the
already
dance?
in the
Yeah.
third act.
Yeah.
It tumbles down so quickly from that midway point. Like,
It
it's
does,
just
yeah.
one thing after another.
It's just a lot of kick-ass scenes, we get the dance, which gets probably one of the best covers of that song, Earth Angel.
Yes, at the end.
dude.
I
yeah.
think that version might be better than the original. Sue me.
Marvin Berry and the Starlighters.
What a truly. When I tell you how deeply I wanted to watch the Starlighters, just kick the shit out of Biff's friends.
Oh, yeah.
Just- I know we don't, but God, the way I just wanted to see them just be. Just,
Shout out to Marvin Berry.
yeah, and fuck Biff's friends, those racist assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, that whole dance is
Yeah.
like iconic. I mean, I think you had graduated at this point actually in high school.
Okay.
I should to finish. I'll give this as my final Back to the Future
Yeah.
story of my life.
Don't promise something that you can't keep, you know?
That's fair. In our theater department,
Yeah.
they would do proms. There was like the school prom and our theater department would put up their own prom. The senior prom my year
Yeah.
was a 1950s themed senior prom. Like it was like a doo-wop.
Oh.
And so I, being the obvious motherfucker that I am, recreated Marty's outfit from that final dance. And
That's awesome.
Fucking wore it. I was a very cool kid. In
Oh,
high
yeah.
school. Yeah.
Well, the Cappy Award, like,
Dude, you're hitting the dance floor, like scooching on your butt, like fucking like air guitar, and you get up and you're like,
They did. I cannot believe I'm saying this for it to be immortalized. They did play Johnny Be Good, and
Amazing.
and they did let me.
did you air guitar it?
No, I didn't air guitar it, but before they hit play on Spotify, they did let me go. All right, everyone, this is a classic Roots Biz from being. Watch me for the changes and try to keep up, okay? And then they hit the song and it played.
Amazing.
That
And
is
the whole time you're
amazing.
fading away.
Yeah. There is a photo. We should post it when this episode comes out. There is a photo that I will find of me in the Marty McFly with the red tie and the brown and
That's
black
pretty
jacket
great.
Yeah.
and everything like that. That I am wearing that outfit.
Yeah.
because
To
you
the
did
dance.
the year, was it the year before? I think it was actually your sophomore year, my junior year. But no, I think for Halloween you did the Marty with the life preserver, and
I did that we went to a Comic-Con. Oh, I think maybe I reused it. But we did
Yeah.
a Comic-Con and I did dress up as Marty. And met someone and they said, "You look familiar." And I didn't realize that they were referencing the fact that I was dressed like Marty McFly.
yeah,
But that is the last bit that I will say in terms of that. But this whole dance is like, what?
9 times during this episode, Matt's like, "When I was a boy."
When I was a boy, I
When
fucked
I
with
was a
Marty
young
McFly.
But so we do the dance. He gets his parents together.
We should say-
I mean, we're kind of moving a little quickly, I think. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we should
Trying to wrap it up,
touch the.
but-
We'll try to
yeah.
wrap it up. But
Oh no,
Yeah,
you're
but,
good.
I mean, this movie's really
Say it.
iconic. I mean,
Yeah.
we wanna
It's
give
hard
every
to
chance
talk.
Gotta
to,
hit it.
but there's
No,
so
take your
much
time,
in
yeah.
this,
George saving Lorraine
Yeah.
is probably the most important scene
It's
in the movie.
it's
yeah.
it's such a good moment though too.
His, what I love, one of the things I love in that scene is when after he's laid out Biff,
Yeah.
that you watch him, he's staring at his fist and he's like laughing that he like can't believe he finally stood up to Biff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when he kind of like his eyes dart and then he double takes and looks at Lorraine and the way he shifts and it's such a genuine, "Are you okay?" Like the way
Yeah.
he says
Yeah.
that it's
The way the stakes, the way everything like sort of settles in of like they're like falling for each other like right there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like you know, and you have Marty watching the kids in the background. You know, who's that? That's George McFly. All that stuff. Like this moment that George is a guy who is not only able to stand up for himself, but also stand up for people that he loves. Which I think is really powerful.
It's something so specific too, but during that scene when he asks her if she's okay, and it cuts to her, the little riff kicks in with the music.
Yeah.
And it's just so perfect where like every time that riff kicks in, I would get chills. Where it's just like, I don't know, it's just like this perfect scene where it really encapsulates like, I don't know, like it's just like it is. I don't even know where I'm like going with it, but like it's more just like
it's a really
it's
tender,
a very
emotional moment. It's really good.
No, I agree, and I think what I and like you know to kind of put the cherry on top with it when they're in the dance. We do the whole we talked about it, the Scram McFly, all that stuff. When they have their kiss, I love the way the camera pans out from the dance. Yeah. Because it is the visual, like their story has concluded, right?
This part of the movie has like reached fruition. Yeah. You can fade to black and do the end.
It's like the end of When Harry Met Sally. Yeah. Like it's like that final, we pull out from the New Year's party. That like it is the door closing on this story. They've reached their conclusion, and now we can get into this incredible final set piece of Doc and Marty having to go in.
A real Mission Impossible, would you say?
Truly, I would agree. I would say
it's just like one thing after another going horribly wrong.
I do want to say real quick, the redhead that tries to take Lorraine from George, and he's like, "Scram McFly." Yeah, that whole bit, the little shove he gives him is very like Mr. Terrific, like mushing of the face. He's like, "Get out of here," and it's amazing.
Goddamn,
I laughed really hard.
I don't need your help. I'm Marvin Berry.
Obviously, Marty plays Johnny B. Good.
Marty plays Johnny B. Good
with an implication that I don't think Gale and Zemeckis intended, but is there.
It's there.
It's a little bit there.
It's there.
Well, again, unintended, I believe. But
hey,
there's an implication there.
1955. It was a different time.
Yeah, and Marty's a fan of rock. They want him to go invent rock.
We
but in
know
doing so,
now.
There's some conversation regarding that. That is very real and legitimate. But yeah, I mean, we cut to this final sequence. Doc gives them multiple damns on his watch, which I think is a fun
Yep.
I guess we
shows up. He tries to tell him about the future.
Yes. He writes the letter.
No.
Sneaks into his pocket when the cop's like, "You got a permit for that?"
Yeah, and Doc bribes them.
Yeah.
Sick. He pays them off. Yeah, I mean, all that like is. I mean, this final payoff of everything is.
It is. It's just this whole movie like coming down the barrel of like, can he just do one last incredible thing?
The one thing that's a little like convenient, I suppose, is they do the cliche of the like hitting the guitar or hitting the car wheel. And the car turns off.
Oh, with his head.
Yeah. Like I do think I again like I love this movie. I'm like but it is one of those things where I'm like I don't know if you need that necessarily.
Yeah.
I think the stakes are all there regardless of the car not starting. I get bringing the starter back because it's like an issue earlier, but like
yeah.
It is a little like seems like they're just like
trying to ramp it up.
Yeah.
Although it kind of works because once he gets there, the car also like fails again. So
that's true.
So I think it does kind of help to show that the car is extremely temperamental.
Very bad. But yeah, and
power to plot.
I mean, you get all the stuff with the wire of Jock trying to connect to the thing.
Jock's connecting. He's ziplining.
The scream he gives when it disconnects when he finally plugs it. He's like,
huh! With his mouth. Perfect. The way he just opens it up.
Yeah.
It's that beat is great. And then when Marty is sent back to 1985, that moment of like peace almost of Doc running down the track of flames. Like he knows that the time machine works the whole time, right? He's like, I finally invent something that works, as long as he says. But that's the first time he's seen his invention work in action.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's this moment of like euphoria. And
it's also like it's not just any one of his inventions. It's like the magnum opus, the time machine.
Maybe the
thing he just dreamt up. He's seen has not only has it come back from the future to him,
Yeah.
He gets to fix it and send it into the future. Like,
It's fantastic.
it's like that's like a wow, I'm really gonna like change the world somehow, like kind
Yeah.
of moment.
something if you love something enough and you let it go, but it's your future self who lets it go and brings it back to you in the past.
Yeah, dude, that moment where he's like, I gotta tell you, Marty, it's gonna be really hard waiting 30 years to talk to you about all of this. Is like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Like, he's
No,
like,
yeah.
I've never had a best friend, and just the fact that I know I'm gonna get one is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
You're gonna be here for all these pivotal moments, like.
And it is, and then we kind of to get to that point. Obviously, Marty goes to try to save Doc. He is late because the car doesn't start again.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
He
Doc
dies
is,
off a cliff for no reason.
It's he does throw
Yeah.
himself off that
Jumps
cliff.
down the planters.
Doc.
But that within the context of this movie as a singular entity, the whole Doc deciding to put the letter back together, I thought, what the hell?
Yeah.
I think works within the context of the movie in a vacuum.
Yeah.
Mhm.
As we get into later episodes of this series, they do just completely undo that lesson,
Yeah.
quote unquote.
Kind of.
Yeah.
What's that thing if you just slowly is like Doc's like, I'm a hypocrite.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, it's
the
been
hell?
30 years.
Yeah.
It seems like this kid loves me or whatever. Yeah, and he gets brought back home. Doc says he's gonna go off 30 years, I think is what he
Yep.
says. Nice round number.
Yeah.
And we see what Eric Stoltz was so terrified about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A new car.
This new future where
Yeah.
and Crispin Glover had some issue with this, that he said that basically like what bumped up against him was the fact that like their win is monetary, that
I
like
was gonna
everyone
say,
is
yeah.
wealthy.
Yeah.
I understand his criticism with that. I think I
Yeah.
don't think it's not a fair criticism,
Yeah.
but it is one of those where it's like it's this movie is a dream, it's a fairy tale.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it is kind of, again, in the era of Reagan, I can see why you would be like, do we really want to tell people that like having a nice house and a nice car is like the
Yeah.
answer to this?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, underneath that, you have like George is now like he can stand up for himself. He's
Yeah.
like self-assured.
Confident.
It's a cherry on top.
He's bestowed that onto his children because like the brother no longer is just some he doesn't work fast food anymore. He's like doing stuff like
I always wear the suit to the office.
so.
Sure.
So it's like there's kind of like other stuff in there, but yeah, I could see why like the money thing kind of like sours it a little bit. But
yeah. At least by today's standards, it definitely is like a
yeah. But I mean, for this era, that ending's like awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And yeah, we see Biff is
we
now
see Biff.
a
He's
detailer.
No, he's a wimp.
Yeah, I'm sorry. He's like, I'm sorry. It's really good.
Oh, hey Morty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, I got that book or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think all that is like fantastic. And then we have the Doc coming back from the future.
Yep.
With his see-through tie.
That whole outfit is hilarious. Again, with them being like not intending to go to do a sequel.
Yeah.
That they're like, fuck, not only do we have to go to the future,
He has
but
to wear this dumb shit.
that joke has to make sense within the context of that time period. Like,
Gosh.
And also like the Mr. Fusion, like all of those like little details suddenly have like come back.
such a
in big
great,
way.
also like nice way to write out the plutonium thing, where it's like,
Yeah.
there's a future thing where he can throw it in there
No.
and create
Yeah,
fusion.
yeah.
Them also, not to like, once again, not to get ahead of ourselves, but it's like, by the sequel, they're like, we just don't want to do the age makeup on him anymore. He's like, I got surgery. Or like, not surgery, but like it's some type of, what was it again?
Yeah, they say that he had like a rejuvenation
Amazing.
Yeah.
thing in the sequel, so that they don't have to do the makeup, which is great. And yeah, we get again another moment that is unbelievably iconic. We don't have enough roads to get up to 88.
Yep.
He says,
Amazing.
roads,
You
where
gotta
we're
back
going,
up more.
we don't. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like, you fucking reverse this piece of shit.
Reverse? Don't got that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just
but
a
hey,
parking brake.
roads where we're going, we don't need roads.
Nope.
And the car fucking flies
Full
away.
stop. Awesome ending.
Incredible. ending.
Apparently, when they did the test screening for that, the flying effect was not done yet, but people were like screaming at the screen. They
Like
were
cheering?
so excited. They were
Yeah.
like cheering it, even though it was just like a black and white, like really shitty version of like the ending. It was
I
like
think-
basically the only thing not done in the movie.
I think Steven
my
Spielberg
God.
has said like, this is the best test screen I've ever been to in my career.
That's amazing.
Was the test screen?
It wasn't the VFG?
Only the big friendly giant.
Crazy.
Um,
So I guess that's Back to the Future,
that's Back to the Future.
which brings us
That's
to
all, folks.
our age-old question.
yes. Do we need one more?
Yes.
And to calculate
Obviously.
this question,
Yes.
We are going back to our weekly We Need One score, but
Oh.
we've changed it.
Time
We've
travel
gone-
has changed everything.
We've gone back in time.
We've been moving around too much.
You
and
recasted?
something's changed. We recasted the scoreboard.
It's true. I am now played by Eric Stoltz, and we have changed the score. So previously it was a little kind of arbitrary. We each gave 1 out of 10, and if it was 5 or below, it was a no. If 5 or yes, it was the old rules. Forget about it.
Yes.
New rules.
New rules.
We have each member on the podcast, and it will be the 3 of us. We each get 3 possible points to give this movie, or
Yes.
we have a range of 3 points. You can give 1 point for the quality of the film, which would be your general review, what you think of the movie. Is it well crafted, good characters?
Yeah.
You condense that into 1 point. Second point, rewatchability / enjoyability. How much are you willing to revisit this world, these characters, all this other stuff, and this movie in particular? And the final point, number 3, a term that we've used many, many times on the show, narrative runway.
Yes.
Yeah.
These characters that we spoke of, is there room for them to go? Is there a cliffhanger that you're interested in?
Yeah.
Or just generally, are there themes that you're looking to see explored more?
Yes.
So we
Yeah.
will all give those 3.
Yes.
Now,
Yeah.
there are 3 people here. That adds up to 9.
Yes.
Each person on the show, or the people that are on the show, Dave, Dish, and myself, do get the option. I think we said 3 times a year, right? About 3 times.
Yeah, we get some wild card points.
Let's say 3
Okay.
times a year until we change that. We each get the ability to add a bonus point.
Yes.
Okay.
And if we add that bonus point, which bumps it up to 10, if we're feeling so crazy,
Yeah.
it will be added to our Hall of Fame, the We Need One More board.
Yes.
Okay.
Where it will just be a catalog of movies that we think are 10 out of 10 perfect. So Connor, you get to be as our second guest. Gets
You can
to
send in your number and we'll calculate the total.
gets to send in out of 3 points. How many points do you give? A 1 out of 3, 2 out of 3, or a 3 out of 3, based on how that criteria meets. your score.
Gotcha.
No pressure.
And Dish will
Oh,
tabulate.
but also,
it.
Scott.
Go
I'm
ahead.
interrupting. I was gonna say we like to time travel and pretend we're walking out of the theater in 1985 for this.
I was
as
gonna
well.
say,
yeah.
yeah.
So, we know there's more.
What?
What? I just learned that today. No, but we kind of we know the history books say, but we're asking the question ourselves.
Yeah.
Should they?
I mean, I'm probably a little biased, and Dish will be tabulating our scores.
Yes.
I mean,
The highest you can go is 3, though, right?
highest you can go is 3.
Yeah.
Means it fills all of the 3 criteria
Yeah.
of you think a movie
Cool.
that needs one more.
Hope that question doesn't give anything away.
He gave it
Connor's like, I gave it a 7.
gave it a 0.
25.
Well, I would say walking out of the theater. Yeah, I think we talked about the criteria. The cliffhanger is one thing where I'm like, I love these characters. I'd love to see what happens next.
Yeah.
Again, they kind of wrote themselves into a corner, being like,
They pretty much did, yeah.
"Fuck, we made an incredible movie and we sent them to the future. Shit, we have to do
Yeah.
that now." Yeah. I mean, if I'm walking out of the theater in 1985, I'm going, I can't wait to see them in the year 2015.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. You're like,
year
I
that's-
want to see that story.
Now,
Leaving the
10 years
theater,
in the
like-
past.
I fucking clapped.
Dude, clapped when I saw it.
Glad I saw it. Our tally is in. Shall
All right.
we read off whether or not we think we need one more?
We
Yes, I think
shall.
we shall.
I shall knock it down from person to person. I'll start with myself because I feel like in the context of this episode, it's pretty fucking obvious what I gave this.
Yeah, Matt, what did you give it?
I gave it a 0. No, I gave it a 3 out of 3.
Okay.
I gave it a 3 out of 3 personally.
Nice.
Connor, our second guest on the show,
Hey.
also gave it a 3 out of 3. And Dave, you said take back all of Connor's points.
Yes.
What's that about?
I didn't stutter, did I?
Well, it was a text. I would be surprised if you
I
did.
would have put extra letters if I was imitating a stutter now, wouldn't I?
Dave gave it a 3 out of 3, which means
Dun, 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 dun.
it is a 9 out of 10.
Nice.
Now, I am open to using my point. But because Dish is sitting in the corner, I am curious if you want to add to the first we need one score.
How many points?
You don't want to? It's getting the point anyway.
Yeah.
I
Pretty
give
arbitrarily.
I give it my point. Yeah, arbitrarily. We throw in a little arbitrary rule at the end.
Yeah.
Because frankly, if it wasn't for this movie, I probably wouldn't be doing this podcast.
That's
fair.
True. Now, how do you feel about a limited miniseries continuation?
I start screaming. I break the mic. No,
over Robert Zemeckis' dead body.
maybe I'm into that. We'll find out in 2 weeks.
Apparently, Christopher Lloyd wanted to do one more in ancient Rome, but they were like, "We're not going to do another one." He's like, "I'm just saying, like, it'll be a good idea."
I mean, that would be cool.
Martin McFly's like, "Are you not entertained?
Are
you not entertained?"
Dial of Destiny, Indiana Jones. Like, I got some
Kill the
problems with that
lion.
movie, but I don't hate what happens in that movie.
Kind of
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw it in. I'm gonna give my 1 point
Yeah.
for this one. I know it's the first time we're
keeping
doing the
track.
new score. Not to
Yeah.
make the first movie with the new score to put it, and then we need one more board.
Yeah.
But
Like
Fuck
next to like
Entering the Hall of Fame. Here we
it's
go.
happening. First movie Back to
Yeah.
the Future, directed by Bobby Z.
hell
Bobby
yeah.
Z.
No, like next to like Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, just like from like a story aspect and how they execute.
Yeah,
It is a perfect movie.
yeah.
Like at least darn
It
near.
is.
There's some cliches. There's some stuff that
Some
we can
cliches,
talk about.
but also
like,
invented some of the
absolutely.
cliches, you know?
it did.
Yeah.
And again, the tone is so light that you're willing to kind of not write it off, but you're like, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
You know, it's that thing where it's like you take movies as they want to be. You know, you take them as they are.
Yeah.
And sometimes, and not to talk down to this movie because I genuinely think this movie's a masterpiece. But like, yeah, I agree. It's like you kind of,
Yeah.
it's part of the fun.
It's part of the fun.
Yeah, just a good fucking
Grand
time.
old time.
And
Good
next
time.
week, we too will be going back to the future.
Part two.
Part two.
Part two.
Part
Apparently,
two. Any final thoughts?
I feel like I've said everything I need to say.
Yeah.
Not you, Matt. I wasn't talking to you.
Yeah, I feel like I can probably
Being polite,
sit
looking
out
in
the
your
corner.
direction.
I appreciate you doing that. Connor?
I clapped.
You clap? Hey, fair enough.
He's like over there watching Jackie Gleason.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
I'm like,
Dave?
it's a classic.
No final thoughts. This is one of the best movies ever made.
Agreed. Well, Connor, thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Thanks, Matt.
Thanks for coming
You're
on the
welcome.
show.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm happy that we
Can I sleep here?
got you in here. I don't live here. I don't give a fuck.
Hey, Dave, can I sleep here?
Yeah.
Cool. This is my couch now.
Damn.
Dude, do you see that?
I'm like,
Yeah.
sorry, I'm just not good at confrontation.
Fuck yes.
Got the check.
Got the
That's the
check. We'll
episode.
see you next week.
See you next week, guys.
Bye, guys.
Thank you for listening to We Need One More.
Be sure to follow us on socials like TikTok and Instagram at WNOM Podcast to stay up to date on upcoming episodes.
And feel free to join our Discord community where you can share your thoughts on the movies we're watching together. That's going to be at WNOM Podcast server with the link in the bio.
Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. That's the best way to support the show and to let us know that you need one more.
We'll see you next week. This podcast is produced by Pilot 9 and 9 Ball Creative.